goodness. What's up, world? I think we're live. I think we're happening. Yes, we have sound. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday to you. Happy Valentine's Day if you enjoyed and if you celebrated yesterday. Another Monday morning, another 1,000 ways to hustle. Welcome to the AP Morning Show. Always excited about starting a new morning, a new day, in a new way. Hey, we get to play, we get to have fun in this thing called life. And all its excitement and all the amazing things that happen day to day, day to day, day to day. Welcome to the AP Morning Show. And if you're hanging with me on FB or YT, first of all, hello to me. Another version of myself in the form of a beautiful human being. I appreciate you. So if you're hanging out with me on those platforms, what's up? And if you're hanging out with me here on Clubhouse, somebody's like, what is this thing he keeps talking about, this Clubhouse thing? Well, I tell you, see all those people right there? These are my friends over here in this environment. Clubhouse is an audio chat app that's putting people on the map, faces on the map that you've never seen before, or that you have, but you've never seen in this way, because the connections that's being made on here, oh my goodness, amazing. And the reason why is because it's an all audio chat app. So everything is in the moment, like that, like literal. And it's better than live stream because of the fact that you get a chance to hear an actual stream of verbal voices. It's all live. No comments, no pictures, no texts, no DMs, no videos. Just live people in real time with each other. Friend to friend, sister to sister, brother to brother, brother from another mother, sister from another mister. Listen, this thing here is amazing. And all you need right now is an iPhone in order to download it. Because they're developing it for Android as we speak. But I promise you, even if you just grab a phone just to have it as an extra device that you use at home only, I promise you, it would be worth your while. I've already recommended it to a few people. They've done that and have gotten more than they could imagine from that investment. So I just want to say welcome to you and you too. Welcome to the AP Morning Show. The AP stands for Accountability Partners. It's where we stand together. This was an idea I came up with when I got into this environment, and I decided that this was the way that I wanted to start showing up. And showing up I did. And here we are. Another day. Another day. Hey. Oh, I forgot to put up my banner. Let me put up my banner. I spent so much time working on it. It's a beautiful banner, wouldn't you agree? Doesn't matter if you agree or not. It is. It is. So I hope that you all are doing well this morning. Looking forward to seeing some of my friends. Again, this thing, I can't talk enough about this thing called Clubhouse. It's all audio. It's basically three-way calling in real time, where you get a chance to connect with other people around common interest in conversations. These conversations, they call here rooms. And so you meet people in your room that you create your conversation, or you meet them in other conversations. And you quickly realize that you're meeting your tribe. You're meeting your peeps. There are people on this app that I hang out with every single day. The people that I'm with, every single day we're together. The brother Kim Briscoe was mentioning it the other day. He said, man, I don't know anybody who I talk to every day. It's like every day. But that's what it is. Hey, that's what it is here in this clubhouse, in these clubhouse streets. So I want to say what's up to my family. We. I'm telling you, I'm going to get that on a shirt real soon. Real soon. Want to say what's up to the good brother Radio Shack, hanging out with me. Dear brother that I met in this environment about a week or so ago. And it's just like I was saying to you all, it's how it happens. You meet people, you find out that you are on this same journey that we call life. And the reason why is because you get a chance to meet people in real time around a common interest. It's so amazing. So I would like to start off this experience with a few quotes, a few ideas, a few thoughts. And I couldn't find my second phone, so I'm going to be double dipping on my Clubhouse phone. All right, let's see here. So these are a few quotes, a few thoughts. A person who's truly a giver is never satisfied until his or her gift is received. For us, it's the equivalent of being given a gift. Being given a gift. I was just telling someone this just as recently as yesterday, on this day that we have set aside as Love Day. Every day for me is Love Day. And so I was telling them that it really is that. Like, that's who I am. I'm a person that, I don't mind receiving gifts, but when I look at my love languages, receiving gifts is at the bottom. And the reason why is because for me, the greatest gift that I can give is the ability to give a gift to another. The greatest gift that I can receive is the opportunity to give a gift to another. I realize this was at the core of being an empath and being someone who's compassionate. So this is really true for me. So when I wrote this, I was speaking to myself, but I knew that there were other people like Lisa Shackelford who could appreciate these ideas too. A person who's truly a giver is never satisfied until his or her gift is received. Because for us, it's the equivalent of being given a gift. Being given a gift. Being given a gift. Here's another one. Anxiety is a mother. But, however, self-care is its nurturing mother. Anxiety is a mother, but self-care is its nurturing mother. Oh yeah, I also want to introduce you all to my Caribbean Nike Air. Who's a guest on the show today. That's some of my favorite shoes right there. That color, fire. So, having different values can make family feel like foreigners. Having different values can make family feel like foreigners. Let this play for a sec. Lisa Shackelford say? Lisa says, Grand Rising, handsome king. Have a blessed and safe week ahead. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for saying that. So appreciate you. Here's another one for you. I'd rather fail than to regret never trying. That's one of my favorite statements. And that's going on one of the upcoming Aaron Hill revealing mugs. Welcome to the AP Morning Show. So I'd rather fail than to regret never trying. When monumental moments happen in life, I'm never surprised, but I'm always amazed. And here's one last one for you, and then we're going to jump to the convo, see if anybody want to come up and hang out. Every no that you get is actually a yes in disguise for something else that's a better fit for who you are. So learn to appreciate the no's. Appreciate the no's. And we're going to stop there because I got another one for you after this. That's a power punch, but I'm going to wait on that. one. It's one of my favorite ones. So once again, I want to reintroduce the show. Say what's up to the Good Brother Radio Shack. If you'd like to come to the stage, brother, by all means, we'd love to say hey. Yes. And for everybody that's watching me on FB Live, everybody that's hanging out on YouTube, if you'd like to drop a comment, let me know how your weekend was. Let me know how your day was yesterday. We'll keep this thing rolling. The good brother. What's going on, Brother Shaq?
What's good, brother? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I hear you loud and clear. Brother Shaq. And also Delia. What's up to Delia? Hey, Delia. How's it going, Brother Shaq?
I'm good, brother. How you doing, Delia? How you doing?
Yes.
How was your weekend?
Man, I had a pretty good weekend, bro. I had a really good weekend. It was restful. It was peaceful. You know, got the chance to hang out at one of my favorite spots, have some good food. You know,
what's that name of that spot?
It's called Georgia Grace, and it's in Ellicott City, Maryland. They have, bro, let me tell you. So they have these sweet potato fries there, right?
All right.
That's like, now I like sweet potato fries, but like I don't go crazy over them. Bruh, this place has the best sweet potato. They don't even fries, they're wedges. They got the best sweet potato wedges, bro, I think, in the world. Like they're crazy, bro. So that's my favorite spot there. Went there yesterday, you know, had my meal. I had a great weekend, man. How about you?
I had a great weekend, bro. I had a great weekend. This weekend was like one of those epiphany type weekends for me.
Right.
Because you know, sometimes things just all come together.
Right.
And it was one of those things that this weekend, and it kind of, well, it definitely happened from our conversation last week. Right, with the whole I'm not a DJ shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that turned into that, right? I woke up Saturday morning, I started thinking about it, and just the whole energy of, so listen, I'm not big on Valentine's Day, right?
Right, me either, bro. Me either.
I am let me see how I can put this. I'm the only Valentine I recognize is the Avenue in the Bronx that I grew up. Valentine.
Love it. Love it.
You know, so yeah. But at the same time, I've been married for 20 years.
Right.
And I have 2 daughters. Right. So it kind of goes back to one of the quotes that you made earlier. Sometimes you speak a different language from the people that you're closest to. Right. That's definitely so true. I'm always kicking that, you know, I want to raise my daughters right. Yo, listen. Right. Valentine's Day ain't all about that. We love each other every day. Let's not let, you know, this corporate power structure dictate how we do and how we spend our dollars. And just because they say it's this day, we need to run and jump out and break our backs, right? So I'm kicking at because my youngest is 12. She Saturday morning, she's like, "Oh, it's Valentine's Day," and I'm like, "Well, what does it mean?"
Right.
Right? And we had the convo, and when I explained it to her, like, okay, if Valentine's Day is valuable to you, right? And if it means that much to you, she's like, well, I get gifts and stuff. I'm like, so I said, so then what do you do? Right? Because I don't want you growing up thinking Valentine's Day is just about how somebody else can make you happy.
Right.
While you're just there chilling.
Right.
And it goes back to your whole early as well as, by giving, you're getting your own gift.
Right.
So I was explaining that to her, and she understood everything because she's a G. My daughter Marley's a G, but she's still a 12-year-old girl, and she looked at me and said, I just like getting teddy bears from my daddy.
Oh, man. Wow.
Oh, damn.
Right? Yeah. Look, that's one of those ones, bro. You just like, your hand just goes across your chest, holds your heart like,
everything.
Oh, my
I'm like,
God.
Oh, my gosh. And I walked away to the room, and I'm like, when I get up tomorrow morning, I got to go do what I do.
Wow.
It also led me to think about the whole Valentine's Day thing.
Yeah.
And going back to the music, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna bring that energy to my peoples.
Yeah.
And right now, what I'm realizing, the epiphany came through because for me, Twitch is it.
Right.
Like the way that you're utilizing this Clubhouse space right now, making this pop, for me, for what I do as a creative and the whole visual and everything, Twitch is it because I essentially have my own TV station. Right.
So I'm with you on that.
So from that situation Saturday, I went, bro, and came up with a concept, created the graphics, promoted it to my people, and put together a full show last night. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you that link. I'm going to send you that link. And when I say a full show, like we had giveaways.
Oh, man.
We played Name That Tune. Not Name That Tune, Name That Tune, because you know it's with Indians.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh, bro.
We gave shit away. And my concept was LV, right?
Yeah.
So I had the Louis Vuitton logo, but I wasn't giving away no Louis Vuitton.
Right.
The LV was for the concept. Libations and vibrations. So you
that's dope as fuck.
You chilling, you drinking, you got your vibrations, you bring that, I'm gonna bring the vibrations.
Yo, oh my God, bro. Yo, I'm losing it over here, bro.
I'm actually on here. I'm about to DM you that link so you can take a look at it because it was all slow jams. And when I say,
oh my God, bro,
time last night we had a great time. Now I will give you the disclaimer: I was drinking one of my infused drinks.
Perfect. That made it even better.
I got saucy.
That made it even better.
So I was promoting, and that's the main thing. I promoted all the black businesses.
Right.
I made sure I had people throw their websites and their businesses in the chat.
Brother.
Because once again, I'm not a DJ, so it's not about music.
Gosh, yo.
It's about the culture and me being able to present my gift to everybody in the way that makes me feel comfortable. What goes back to last week.
Right.
So I found my thing. I'm not doing a weekly show. I'm not tying myself down to all that.
Right.
But when the energy comes now, when I got a guest coming up, I come up with that whole concept.
Right.
And we go with the flash mob thing.
Right.
We go out that day and we get people to jump on, and my shit is called Flash Pod. So
oh my God. And brother. Oh my God. Yo.
You guys was a part of that whole concept coming together last week. So I had to jump on this morning and thank you for all that. It's a mad busy day, but much respect.
Bro, you have literally just made my entire week, bro. Not just my day. Yo, okay, so here's the deal, man. Golly, that's so crazy. This is that serendipity plus intention equals life, man. This is what it is. This is why I do what I do. So, bro, the thing is, everything that just came out of your mouth, like for a person that knows ideas, that knows business, that knows the power of a hook, that knows the power of like culture and creative phrase. Oh my God, bro. Well, like you hit me with so much just now that all of that equals a perfect formula for flow, man, and success in this. Like it's a bomb right there, bro. Like, yo, the creativity that came out of that, all of those names that you just dropped. Now I can't even remember because you hit me with so much. You had what was the last one you said? It was around the
Flash Pod.
Yes, Flash Pod. So Flash Pod.
Yeah, Flash Pod. That's my concept.
Right, and then
Flash Mob concept.
Before that, you said
that tune.
LV, the LV thing.
LV.
Yo, libations and vibrations, dog. Yo. Plus, oh my God. Plus the vibe, the fact, first of all, the fact that you stepped out, you did it, and you allowed for the magic that happened to happen. It was that's why I'm like overloaded with emotion right now, because it's like I know exactly what happened. It was one of those moments again. It was the same thing that happened with LT when she came in the room. LT, we wound up chopping it up, and out of that came like an explosion in something that now is going on to be a huge thing for her. And this is just the right formula. It's just the right ingredients. You're just the right person, bro. Here's the thing I'm going to tell you. Before it's all over with, and my mind already started going, before it's all over with, I am going to, or you're going to, or together, we're going to come up with another acronym for the letters DJ, because I'm seeing it more on some dreams and journey type shit, or some
that's dope.
or something. Because I'm telling you something, bro. Everything that happened from that conversation, but prior to that, just who you are, just your whole life, just how it all puts together, your personality, your vibe, and the fact that immediately I just heard all of this creativity. Yo, everything you just said is a brand. Libations and vibrations, Flash Pod, this concept, the way that you did it, the pride, the giveaways, bro. Like, yo, this is organically. Yo,
it was natural. It wasn't like it was one of those me sitting down. Yo, I gotta come up with this.
Right.
Yo, it was just the whole flow, like everything. So, and it started with the whole getting out. We had the conversation Thursday. And me saying I'm not a DJ, right? And my people's hitting me up like, yo, who cares what you're not? You understand, or whatever. It's just about what comes through that TV and those speakers and what we feeling.
Right.
So even last night, bro, when you go back, I DM'd you the link.
Okay.
When you go back and see it, I was messing up, right? Because I'm telling you, I got saucy. Like I was already pre-gaming, and that infused drink hit me like I was standing and it hit me like I said it like I am swerving. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I'm the type of person where if I was messing up like that, whatever, and I had, so back to the real DJ, I had a real DJ come in the room, right?
Yeah.
Legend came in the room from the Bronx, LA Love, and he jumped in the Shaq. Like, I see you, Shaq. I'm like, oh shit, now it's really pressure.
Woo! But
right? And I'm messing up, bro, and I had so much fun.
Yes.
Because I was just like, I told y'all.
Yes.
I gave you the disclaimer. I'm not a DJ. It's just a vibration. We up here. We just loving life. It's love day. Let's go.
Bruh, let me tell you something.
It was awesome. And what I'm going to say is this. So the libations and vibrations. We did a few giveaways. Because once I started jumping on social media with it, people started hitting me.
Yeah.
I got a giveaway. So I had like a food company. We gave away like a chocolate Valentine's Day thing. But the libations and vibrations giveaway was this. We did name that tune. That tune.
Yeah, that tune. Yeah, that was the other one. That was the other one. Because like I said, you hit me with so many brand. Yo, name that tune. Yo, that's dope. That's a brand.
Dope, right? So it was like, yo, boom. If you name that, you win the libation and the vibration. The libation was a $20 gift card for these restaurants. You go get your drink on whenever you're there. And the vibration was a rabbit.
Yes.
So we actually gave away a vibrator.
Oh my God. Yo, you have created.
And you know what was dope?
Oh my God.
Right? So it was mad couples.
Right.
So they was into it and they guessed it and a couple won. But the couple that won, the dude that won was my right-hand man. Right. We do business together and shit. And he was using his account. So it's him and his wife, but it's coming up as him.
Right.
So he won the vibrator.
Right.
Bro, when I say it turned into a whole session of comedy.
Right.
Organically, it just turned into like, if you was watching from the outside, you probably thinking they set that up.
Yo.
He did that for him to win, and all of these jokes was already planned. I promise
you can't write this. Organic. This is life, bro. This is life. This is literally why my number one original quote is serendipity plus intention equals life. Now, that's for all things, amazing things like this and things that doesn't feel so amazing in the moment. But it just makes me just appreciate moments like this so much, bro. Everything that you're saying, bro, I have been a part of the creation of the next greatest thing when it comes to just this kind of fun. Because, this idea is blazing. And the way that it unfolded, everything unfolded perfectly. And you see it, which is the best part. Because from there, okay, look. Have you ever heard of Corey Kenshin?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So I'm going to try to do this while we're hanging out. In fact, let me see if I can, instead of saying it, let me just do it. I'm going to DM you the name. If you can go look him up on YouTube. Corey Kenshin. Okay, look him up on YouTube when you get a chance, right? He's become one of my new favorite YouTubers and creators. He was introduced to me, or I was introduced to his stuff by my 13-year-old daughter. And we have similar minds when it comes to, like, what we find funny, comedy, or what we're into, very much alike. So she basically showed me something that's like my cup of tea. Wouldn't even known it unless it came through a 13-year-old. When you see the way that he's put together music, gaming, fun, and laughter, it's like one of the best expressions I think ever when it comes to just something unique. And I'm saying that to say I think he's on Twitch as well. And if he is, if he is, this amazing idea that you have, and then us continuing to build on that, as far as, because you have something like real talk. And I would, and it's only because I know what I know. It's like I said, it's being that person in 2007 that where this happened, where this kind of moment happened, and it went on to equal a 6-figure business. It went on to equal a global thing that just makes people have fun and enjoy life. And so I've seen that then, and I've done it a few more times since then. I'm working on another one now, which I'll tell you all about in a few. But I know these ideas when I see them before they even completely unfold. This is the stars aligning kind of vibe, because everything that you said, and the fact that you went forward with it, and the fact that it unfolded the way that it did, and the fact that it had the ripple effect, and the fact that it makes sense to you how it goes forward, how it has fun, and you're not in your head about it, and all these things, bro. This is amazing, man. I'm really celebrating this. I'm really celebrating right now.
I appreciate you. I'm looking right now at Twitch. I see that they cut off some of the audio portions for music copyright issues, which is the Twitch thing.
Sure.
Because if you look at a lot of this stuff, they're gonna do that. So I'm gonna figure out.
Yeah, we'll figure out.
But regardless, everything you're saying, I sincerely appreciate it. And yeah, I feel you. Like,
bro, you on Twitch right now?
I'm watching. I'm looking right now.
Yeah. Can you type in Corey Kenshin? I want to see if he's on there. I think he is.
Do that last name? Is that with a K?
K. Yeah. So it's KENSHIN. And sometimes you'll see it as Corey X Kenshin. And this is for everybody else too in this room, and everybody on FB and YT. Check out Corey Kenshin on YouTube. I think that he is brilliant, and I think that he's come up with a really clever way of infusing gaming with music, with artistry, with dance.
Looking right now, this is interesting that you're even showing me this, because one of the things of becoming an affiliate on Twitch is, you start off as a creator, then you become an affiliate. But to become an affiliate, they have certain things that requirements you need to meet, and one of them is the amount of time that you stream, and everything is in a 30-day interval. So you have to stream a certain amount of hours. So I'm like, once again, I'm not going to be DJing. In order for me to become an affiliate, which is my goal within the first month, I'm not going to be DJing that amount of time for those hours, right?
Yeah.
But guess what? I do play Call of Duty.
Yes, yes,
so
yes,
when I get on at nighttime, so what I was saying to myself in my head this week, yo, when I get on at nighttime with my peoples, I'm just gonna load up and stream it.
Yes.
And talk the same way we've been talking. The only thing I'm gonna do now is throw the music in the background.
Yes,
so I'm
bro.
gonna be playing my beats. You're gonna watch me play and get busy on Call of Duty, and I'm gonna be talking my shit and having fun. So we be doing things like I've had people cut. So now you know these games is for younger people. So I've actually been playing, and people be like, "Yo, you streaming right now?" And at first I was like, "What are you talking about?" This is like, I'm like, "What are you talking about?" They're like, "Nah, because the shit you say, like, it's fun. Like, I'm a follow, like, whatever the case may be." I was like, "Nah, I ain't streaming, bro." But like, you got all these catchphrases and shit. Like, so I'll give you this last one. So Call of Duty, you catch a couple bodies, right? So if I catch multiple bodies, I treat everybody like food. So if I catch two of y'all, I'm like, "Oh, I just got a 2-piece extra crispy. Pick it up."
Got you.
Yo, the people in me are like, "What did you just say?" So now we about to translate all of that to Twitch. We about to show because, and it's really just about exposing yourself. Because there's a lot of things that people are doing in their own circles of influence. That if they had the resources to put it out there to the masses, the masses would love it.
Brother, and this is why I sent you Corey Kenshin, because this is what's about to happen, bro. Again, I know an idea, like a successful idea, when I see, I can sniff it a mile away, bro. That's just my gift, bro. The thing is, when you see Corey Kenshin and then all these things in mind, you're gonna see it, because everything you're saying is like basically a similar direction that he went, but that he found in that world, and you're gonna see exactly what you're doing and how you're about to like really create something unique. That I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Even by looking at a figure like him, it's gonna be not too long before you're able to look at this as something possibly that you could just do just like this is just, I'm telling, and that's why I'm happy that you'll see him, because it makes sense, and it's like it's there, it's literally there. And so going back to our original conversation, and for everybody here, Shaq and I had a conversation, I guess was it last week?
Last Friday, bro.
Last Friday, where we were chopping it up. He was letting me know about an event that he did, playing some music and that kind of thing. And it unfolded to this conversation where my goal was to just support him, give him permission to be himself, and just enjoy doing something that brought so much and brings so much to other people. And so it was a great chop up, and it wound up being something that, was a benefit. And so here we are today.
Yeah. That's an
understatement. Man. And so here we are today, where he's gone forward, done another expression of it. And with being in that mindset and open to that flow, it's now unfolded to something that, like I said, in the same way when Fruition Music, when my company when it was downloaded to me in 2006, over the course of 6 minutes, I saw 6 years of the company that it would later unfold to in 6 minutes. That's, bro, this is amazing. And this is opening up to flow for you in a really, really deep way, man, with something that you have fun doing and that is ultimately fun for other people, man. I'm excited, bro.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. You're welcome. Appreciate you, man. And as always, man, good to see you. Good to chop it up with you, man. And by all means, continue to hang around for the convo, fam. Everybody, just doing a quick reset of the room. OMG. Whew. Yeah. This is why I do what I do. This is why I say serendipity plus intention equals life. Because when amazing moments happen like this, I am never surprised. It's what I know. It's what I know that I know that I know that I know that I know. But I'm always amazed, because life is filled with so many amazing moments. Want to do a quick refresh. Want to say thanks again for coming through AP Morning Show. We are here. Want to say hello to Auntie G, True for Life, Sanahada, Amachandra, Amber, Delia, of course, the brother Shaq, and everybody that's hanging out on FB. Milton, what's up, fam? Milton gave me the the fist bump. See if I could bump the emoji, bro. It's my good brother. Man, I can't wait. I'm going to have to, we're going to have to, our meeting that we're supposed to have on IG, bro. Clubhouse, man. We will do it on Clubhouse. We will spotlight. So Milton is an artist, a musician, just a dope brother. And in fact, he came across my path via the Fruition Music, what I was just telling you all about. And so we've been cool ever since. The brother's been with me on Facebook, and now he's over here on Clubhouse. And man, bro, it's good to see you as always. So everybody, on that tip, also want to say good morning to Alex. Thanks so much for coming through. And on that tip, everybody, let's open up our microphones and let's say good morning to Delia. Good morning, Delia. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, yes.
I love the moment when y'all were talking about redefining DJ, because you don't let things define you, and you don't reject them just because they don't fit. You redefine it to fit you. So I love that. I was thinking, oh no, he's elevating DJ. He's elevated.
That's it.
It's cool. Be more. Yeah. So you were like,
yes.
What was it? Discoveries and journeys.
I said dreams. First thing I said was dreams and journeys, right? Yes. Or dream. What I hear, right? What I hear in my spirit. What I hear is like it's just like you're saying, right? When we had that conversation the other day, the brother Shaq and I, what I got down to, and I was happy that it worked. I got down to the essence of what it means to be a person who appreciates vibration, appreciates music, a person who is like, has not only a love for it and a passion, but also has a bit of a knack for it as far as how to put those rhythms and sounds together and these kind of things. That process is and will always bring us some of the greatest joy because it's just connected to the basis of what it means to be a human being. So all I heard was like, okay, how can we get to that place? Which, of course, is different than the quote unquote definition of a DJ. If we're just thinking about somebody who scratches this way or uses records or not, or someone who has a name for themselves or someone who only mixes this way, but we could also redefine it to just mean a person who's about helping to initiate an experience, and that experience of music just flow. So yeah, Delia. So we got to figure it out. It's either got to be something with like dream journey or dream, something. I don't know. Something that's like, yeah, we're here to have another kind of experience that's just about the basics of what makes this thing pop. So Delia, if something out. What'd you say, bro?
I'm definitely figuring. Once you said that DJ and coming up with an acronym, my mind was running. So I'm gonna figure something out.
Right.
But currently, I just call myself a vibes influencer.
I love it.
Yeah, energy work.
Right.
There's so much lost in subtext, like so much of who we are, especially when you have like a one name job title.
Right.
There's subtext that's lost there. And I guess it is interesting to just take a moment to think about, like, when you do what you love, what's that subtext and how can you bring it out so that others recognize it, so that when you say a word, people know all of what you mean.
Yeah.
So that you be that person who doesn't even necessarily redefines it, just brings the subtext to the forefront.
Yeah, expands on it. It's like you said earlier, someone who expands on the idea. That's what I love about this whole dream journey, just because, bro, what's your Twitch name, by the way? Like, what do you go by?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Radio Shack.
Okay, so it's Radio Shack there too. Okay, perfect.
Gotta keep it consistent across all platforms.
For sure. So yeah, man. This is just right on point. And Delia, you're such a creative as well. If something comes to your mind too, definitely throw it in the pot. Because and even if it's not now, like I think this is something that's just unfolding. That's just about to be amazing. And I'm just glad to be a part of this process. Man. Really, really glad. So yeah, Delia, what's happening with you? How's Luna?
Lena's good. She runs the house.
Right.
She always winning everything.
I
like
got
you win fine. You co-sleeping, okay, you win.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm like y'all. We were just doing the basics on Valentine's Day. We did like a Valentine's Day activity with like a card, and we were just sitting there trying to help Lena do the thing. I posted a poem that I wrote back when I was getting married, and I did it by voice on my Instagram.
Oh, really?
Made a little iMovie.
Oh, I'm going over there.
The poem, like in retro, like I didn't bother editing it because at the time, I don't know, I just left it as is. Like, okay, this doesn't read as easily. But you know what? Everything I said in here is what I meant. So I'm just gonna put it out.
Yes.
on a one take.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about, Dalia. Let's go. Is this the one with the moon? Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's it.
I love this. Oh my gosh. First of all, let me just start from the top. This visual. See this your style, and I knew this even when we were talking about things. Your style as far as visual is like one of those styles that really speaks to me because it's like it's simplicity and it's just real focus, but it's real simple. It just like highlights something that just like pops at you. You know, it's kind of mysterious, but at the same time, it's very vibrant and colorful and artsy. Like, yo, this is dope. This is so dope. Okay, so I can't because we're on Clubhouse. I can't listen to the audio at the same time. I wish I could out loud. I got to get my speakerphone. But that's dope. Now that was 60 seconds, so that was kind of short. Do you mind actually saying the poem either now or at some point this morning? Because like I would love to hear it. No pressure, but that'd be cool.
Yeah, give me a little bit. I'm gonna keep working.
Yeah, that works. That definitely works. Maybe sometime later, when everybody comes through. And no pressure again. If you decide you don't want to, that's cool. But I'm just excited. First of all, going back to the top, that is what's up, Dalia. I am like celebrating you for putting that post up, and just letting it flow in the way that you did. And letting it just be like, I'm telling you, the best thing in the world is when you just let your thoughts be and you don't worry about editing them. You don't go like, it allows you to just be yourself. And then after a while, you realize something that I realize every day, that you don't have to edit yourself out of the equation.
Yes. Yes. Can I say one thing?
No doubt.
My clients, so I deal with a lot of realtors. So, once again, I do digital marketing, but I focus on social media management.
Right.
And a lot of my clients are realtors, and I've been explaining to them the importance of video, right? You got to put out video. It's not that hard. Just take a quick one and tell them all the things that you were saying. And when I started getting the videos back, it would be like 3 different clips.
Right.
They're like, can you put this together and edit this? And I'm like, nah, you don't understand. You're overthinking it. Right. Simplify it. Keep it simple. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Like at the end of the day, you sell houses.
Right.
No one's expecting you to be Grant Cardone or one of these other people.
That's the thing, though.
You to be you.
Right.
So just go out there, do that one take, send it to me, and let's put it out there. It doesn't matter if you stumble or whatever. That is who you are.
Right.
And you are your brand. If you are consistently out there looking and saying, oh, well, this is the way people are going to see me, and I have to be doing this, it becomes less authentic.
For sure.
Just be you, put it out there to the universe, and let the rest do its thing.
Yeah. So I definitely feel you in that. One thing I'll add to that is like, that definitely winds up being the bottom line. But what I found is one way to help people there is something like, if you have a person that's struggling with video and themselves being on video, then one other real easy flip of perspective is to have the person just to have a different image, them just filming. If they're in the real estate, like I'm working with a real estate agent right now, and we're having her to film the house, right? Just her walking around the house and just filming the house, and then just doing a voiceover on it using TikTok as a creator as far as the video, because since it's only 1 minute long and it keeps people out of their head. But doing a voiceover instead of them just showing up, because sometimes you need like stepping stones to get to that place. Like you might be okay with your voice, but still just in your head about your appearance. And, right now you ain't gonna get out of it, but you're not doing either one. You're not doing anything because of that one thing. So I like to step people through. I'm like, okay, do it all audio. And now you have the opportunity to be creative on the visual side, to then allow that visual to be something that's a part of the brand you're talking about, or something about the product, or something that's just you painting, like what we're working with this real estate agent, just her painting and just something she just enjoys doing. But in the background, she's talking about real estate and she's talking about what it means to be in a home and these kind of things. So yeah, bro, that's the deal. And sometimes pairing it with things that help people to feel like it's not too overwhelming, they could take steps in that direction, helps too.
Great idea. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
And I do have to go get ready because I got a 9 o'clock. But like I said, I just want to jump on this morning. Thank you guys for all the energy and everything else from last week. It actually materialized pretty
Brother Shaq, when I tell you, bro, first of all, I can't wait until we chop it up again and you tell me what you think of Corey Kenshin, because like he is speaking to me right now, because there's a number of things in my style that relate to like who he is. And seeing him is like giving me some other cool and fun things to think about. So I can't wait to see what you think with how your field relates to that too. And I can't wait. And I'll
provide you the feedback.
Yeah, and I'll look out for the link to this past experience so I could check it out. And bruh,
I sent it already.
Perfect, bro. Thanks, man. Bruh. Right. Kudos. You too, man.
Thanks again. Peace and blessings to everybody in the room.
You too, fam. Can't wait to see you again, bro. Yes. Everybody, quick refresh. Want to say hello to you too. We are here at AP Morning Show. Want to say hello to my peeps. David, Tanya, Tristan, Auntie G, True for Life, Clarissa, and of course, Amber, Delia. So I'm excited today. It's Monday morning. I'm always excited. Top of the week. Of course, we're coming off of a great weekend. Wow, what was that? You ever hear somebody just sound like they built a house just in the middle of nowhere? You're just like, okay. So, and I got my tea. So this morning I'm drinking turmeric ginger. And of course, you can only see half of it now. And if you're with me on FB, if you're not, at Aaron Hill TV, the Revealing Mug from the Aaron Hill Revealing Mug series. If you'd like to know what that is, just click my Instagram bio. You'll see a video. So I got something else I want to tell you about, and then we're going to keep chopping it up. Okay. So I mentioned something yesterday in the 5M fellowship. That's every Sunday, 9 to 11. And that's music, movement, mindfulness, meditation, and mantra. I mentioned something that relates right to everything I just said. And it has to do with my future. And it has to do with the fact that I think that I've stumbled across what might be my greatest contribution to humanity. From me, my legacy. And I've created a few things that have already started to really impact, have global impact, bring a lot of smiles to faces. And I continue to not only build that for myself and within my own legacy, my own empire, but as you all see, if you were hanging around a few minutes ago with the brother Shaq, oh my goodness. Or whether it's Dalia going on to be just amazing with all her writings because she's in the flow. Or what if it's Clarissa? Because now I know that she plays drums and now I'm pumped as hell. Or Tanya with production. Auntie G with the goofies. It's just amazing how we take part in each other's legacy in different ways. So I think that what I'm about to unveil to the world, I think might be my biggest contribution. And it's called the 5M Experience. Now, if you've been hanging around with me, you're familiar with the 5M Fellowship. It's been going on for a while before Clubhouse. But on Clubhouse, it's every Sunday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And it's music, movement, meditation, mindfulness, mantra. It's an experience where we share. It's a deep check-in, caring, loving on each other, community. I share some music, even play. I share a self-care concept. We chop it up for a bit, go even deeper. We build, we meditate. It's a whole vibe, it's a whole experience. I'm about to not only take that experience, but my entire life experience and put it into an app. And that app is going to be called the 5M Experience. And it'll be a gateway to positivity, a gateway to motivation, a gateway to music, a gateway to mindfulness, a gateway to affirmations, a gateway to information, a gateway to elevation. And so as I was sitting at my computer a couple days ago, and as I was doing what I do as a creative, as an entrepreneur, as an administrator, as a creative brand strategist, and I was sitting there and I was working on my brand. I was doing some social media work. I was pulling together my music store and doing this on Facebook and doing that on Instagram and doing this on TikTok and doing this on YouTube and preparing for Clubhouse and all these things. It dawned on me that I've been living in this way that's been having a huge impact. But the missing piece is that it's spread across too many platforms where you can't just engage in it all at one time in one experience. All the platforms are great because those are the other branches of the tree. But in order to experience music that comes from me, in order to experience meditation, in order to experience laughs, in order to experience togetherness and unity, in order to experience mindfulness and mantra and affirmation and quotes and ponderings and these things. Right now, you can do it on Clubhouse because that's the closest that I've gotten. But now being able to have an environment where instead of going into another environment and then searching for me there, I'll just be on your home screen. And then when people say, well, where do I find your music? I don't have to send them in a bunch of different places. The 5M Experience by Aaron Hill. Where do I go for your meditation? The 5M Experience by Aaron Hill. Well, where do I go to see your calendar? To see your next street serenade? The 5M Experience by Aaron Hill. One place. So as y'all can imagine, it takes a lot to build an app. It takes a lot to figure that whole world out. It takes a lot of money. It takes a whole lot of things. But what I'm grateful for is that my entire experience to this date has been where I've put together my websites. I've put together my funnels. I've put together my marketing. I've done everything. So it gives me the knowledge to be able to start and build something simple that could be in my hands that I can go ahead and unveil to the world and have a membership and have a subscription and then continue pouring in the same way that I do, but through this funnel, and then that flow from there and grow from there to where it takes on its own wheels. In the same way that Fruition Music did when I did this and just offered a gift to the world. So this is my first time talking about it in this way. I shared it yesterday in a much more brief way. But this is something that I'm going to be talking about a lot, and that's why I'm rambling on about it. So you all, this is the first time, and from here, you're going to see something unveil and something that I'm going to, that you are a part of, even in this experience, that I really think is going to be my greatest contribution to humanity in the midst of all the other amazing things that I'll do. 5M experience. And so on that tip, everybody, I want to reset the room again. I want to say hello to David, Etta Fly, Tanya, Auntie G, True for Life, Clarissa, Delia. Let's open up our microphones and let's say good morning to Clarissa. And if you'd like to come to the stage, come on up, throw up a wave. And if not, you just want to hang out, continue to listen in, by all means, you could do that too. I'm going to say what's up to Clarissa. Good morning, Clarissa.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
How you doing today?
Clarissa, I am doing well. I'm doing really, really well. Yeah, I feel like, did you watch Animaniacs?
I did. I've been watching it recently. Have you seen the new season?
I haven't, but I'm about to now because you told it to me first, and so now I can dig in.
I wholeheartedly endorse it. Like the first episode,
right,
is comedic genius.
Really?
Yes, they recap everything that has happened in the world from the time the show got canceled to this new reboot.
Wow, that's super dope.
and you know, they do it in a song, so it's pretty great.
Oh, that's so cool. Where do you watch it? YouTube,
it's
Netflix?
On Hulu.
Okay, I don't have a Hulu account. I have.
You have a friend. You can get.
Okay, got it. All right, so I'll figure out. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll. So that's crazy. So I bring up Animaniacs because, you know, part of the way that I feel is that Pinky in the Brain moment where it's like, what are we going to do today, Brain? We're going to devise a plan to take over the world, Brain. You know, Pinky, it's like, that's how I feel, especially with the news that I just shared and where that's going for me. You know, I'm feeling pretty good right now. How about you?
I'm good. My husband assembled my drum set yesterday.
What? Nice. Now, okay, so he just secured himself another 10, 20 years. I'm just kidding. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Okay, so 25, 30 years. That's so cool. So cool. What kind of drum set is it?
It's a digital one.
Nice.
Yeah, because I thought when I was a kid, I had a regular percussion set, and that was like I never practiced,
right?
Because it was loud all the time,
right.
Even when you play the drums well, if it's not along with other music, people who don't appreciate drums, it just sounds like noise.
Right.
So I didn't practice that much at home, but now I got my headphones.
Yes.
I'm just about to have a good time.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh my goodness. Where is it going to be, or where is it set up in the house? Like, is it in the basement? Is it in the living room? Is it in the...
So my daycare is actually in the basement.
Okay.
Right now it's in the living room.
Yes.
My husband is a recording artist, and he
nice.
has a studio set up in the corner of our living room.
Right.
But we're working on remodeling one of our bedrooms.
Right.
To be like a gym studio space.
Nice.
Right now it has a stationary bike, and once I make more room, I'm going to put my drums on that side. Then he's going to put his keyboard and the rest of his studio equipment on the other side.
I love it. Oh my goodness. What's What's your husband's stage name, or what's his artist name?
So his album is under his real name, Tyrone Foster.
Okay.
Social media is TFJ Music, TFJAY Music.
Okay. Can you inbox me something by him to check out?
Oh yeah, I have a lot of favorites. He's pretty awesome.
Okay.
And I'm not just saying that because we're married.
Right. Now I get.
I've been fangirling over him for a really long time.
Right.
It's actually kind of weird that we're married.
Right. I can imagine when I was like, "Wow, this actually happened. That's amazing. That's wild. Who would have thunk it?"
Yeah, we ask each other all the time, like, "Who let us get married?"
Have you all ever played music together? Like jam?
So we haven't, but we met in the gospel choir in college. So we've sung together a jillion times in different ways. Like I've done backs for him. We've been on praise teams together. We have random little videos of us just being in the house singing.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But yeah, we've never played anything together.
Right. Oh, this is cool. So I think this is cool because I think it's going to be fun. Just like, I can imagine y'all jamming out one day, on keys and drums. He's a keyboardist, or?
Well, primarily he's a singer.
He's a singer primarily, right?
Yeah, but similar to what we were talking about last week, church kid, they needed somebody to play the keys.
Right.
We got it. So he plays keys as well.
That's super cool.
I'm sending you a ton of videos.
Okay. That's super cool. And yeah, so I think that with what I was telling you the other day, my company, Fruition Music, and the backing tracks and the production, like I think he would appreciate those too.
Oh yeah, I'll share them with him.
Wow.
Some of them, yeah.
What did you think?
I'm enjoying it. I mean, I looked it up just from what I listened to.
Right.
What you play in the background here. So I knew that it would be our kind of music.
Right. But that's the interesting part is like, the music that I play here has been all, soulful, all hip hop vibe. But by that being gospel, like that's a whole different vibe. You know what I mean? I mean, got the same element, same soulful elements. But yeah, that's super cool. There's an album I'm gonna share with you that's called it's the Shed series that I think you're like, and it's specifically for drummers, and it's tracks that was put together by my good friend Andre Forbes, Music Man Dre. Have you ever heard of Music Man Dre before?
I haven't.
Okay, he's another one to look up. When you see this dude play key drums, is stupid. Like it's like uncalled for. But if you get a chance, look up Music Man Dre. But anyway, I'm happy. So he set him up. Did you get a chance to sit down and play him?
No, but I'm about to right now. On
nice.
Mondays, both of my assistants are here, so I'm off, sort of.
Right.
Mostly I do administrative work.
Right.
But for the first time in forever, I'm almost caught up.
Right.
So I can actually take a break for that.
That is super, super cool. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This is about to be a lot of fun for you. A lot of fun.
For sure.
Yes. I want to do a quick reset. I want to say good morning to, again, Tanya Edify, Auntie G, and also want to say good morning to Adrian. And by all means, Adrian, you can come on up to the stage. Welcome to the AP Morning Show. We're hanging out. It's about 8:50. Soon we'll be doing our segment with Sherry. She'll be coming in shortly, as well as hanging out with Caesar Bell and the rest of the family, of course. And so on that tip, I just want to do a quick one more again. Refresh. Oh, it looks like Adrian jumped out. So I also want to say hello to Kenise Washington, who's hanging out over here on FB Live. Good morning, my future Maui friend. Kenise is moving to Maui from this area soon. I think she said August. That is so exciting. I'm telling you. I might find a way to sneak into one of your luggage bags, at least for a couple days in Maui. So exciting. Good to see you, Kanice. Good morning. Hope you had a great weekend. And I hope that you all had a great weekend too. I would love to know how your weekend has gone. I'm going to read a few more thoughts. And if you'd like to come up to the stage, by all means, you can come through. Love to say good morning to you. So I was saving this thought for, a little bit later in the show. Earlier we started, man, we got off to an amazing vibe with the brother Shaq. I'm telling y'all, what I heard come out of his mouth and what happened last week, that's about to explode. He's about to explode with this idea because it's unique, it's needed, and he has just the right personality, the right vibe, the right style and creativity, the right accent, like everything. It's about to be crazy. And so I already know where that idea is going. So I'm excited. Well, we started there off with a bang, and then I was like, I'm going to save this one for the next one. Here we go. Not giving a fuck about anybody's opinion is a real liberating feeling. Especially when at the same time you're mature enough to take constructive criticism. Balance is the name of the game. It's the name of the game. If you continue to do what you always did, you'll get what you always got. When it's time for a change, you've got to realize that a dead horse has 1,000% consistency at getting a rider nowhere. So go ahead and take the first step toward a change. What do you have to lose? This first step may be the first forward motion you've had in a long time. You'll thank your feet later for moving when they did. And your feet will thank you later for moving when you did. Here's another one for you. Conversely, healed people heal people. Let's heal people. Let's heal people. Let's heal people. Let's heal together. And that's what we're here to do. Come through. Delia, Clarissa, if there was one thing that could have made this weekend better, what would it have been? Like, it was great, you accepted, you enjoyed it. If there was one thing that could have made this weekend better, what would it have been?
Probably just an extra day. But I had a really good weekend. Like, I was still getting gifts for my birthday over the weekend.
Right.
I got gifts for Valentine's Day.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Like my mom bought me and Tyrone a card that said to my daughter and her husband for Valentine's Day. And that was just really special to me.
Wow.
Like, it was very intentional for her to love on us as a couple for Valentine's Day.
Wow.
As our parent, like it was a big deal.
That does. Wow. That had to feel special. I mean, wow. First of all, you got a chance for the continuation of the flow, continuation of the gifts and continuation of just the flow of love. But for it to come in that way, and from that person, from those people, that had to feel good. You were just riding on a wave of love this weekend.
I was. Husband cooked. It was great. Like, I just chilled all weekend.
Wow. And then you're about to play drums. This is about to be fun.
It is. It really is.
Do you, when you sit down to play, where does your mind go? Do you have like a regimen? Do you just go free and just kind of see where you just go for exploration until you find out where you land? Like, how does it flow for you?
So it depends on my mood. Like, if I'm feeling kind of emotional, and I haven't been able to unravel the emotion in my mind, I'll usually find some music to play along with.
Right.
But there are other times where I'm just playing for the sake of nostalgia.
Right.
And so then I usually start with like the first beat that my drum teacher taught me.
Love it.
And just kind of start from there. But
right.
Yeah, it really depends on where my mood is or why I'm sitting down. Because sometimes I'm sitting down just to practice. So it's like, let me listen to the song and make sure I got these right.
Right.
So
I
like
love
right
it.
now, I'm feeling kind of emotional. So I'm about to find me a good playlist and just play it.
I love it. I love it. Look, well, I'm gonna throw this. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna send it in your DMs right now. If you, while you're building that playlist, if you could look up 2 songs that are from my catalog, I think that'd be cool to throw in there, like for the emotional vibe for where you are. So look up, and I'm typing in your inbox now, so you won't have to remember it. But look up Glorious Remix, Fruition Music. Let's see, Fruition Music, Glorious Remix, and also Walk With Me, Walk With Me, Fruition Music. Yeah, if you could look up those 2, I think they'll be great to like throw in that playlist. They're pretty chill vibes, and they're very good for just like chilling, kind of getting into the flow. They kind of serve like that in between purpose. So yeah, if you can check those out, I'd love to know if those flow for you.
Will do.
No doubt, no doubt. Delia, what do you have planned today? You got anything special happening today?
No, I'm just gonna do my regular, try to work on a story. And I'm trying to do more writing sprints. So
Right.
over the weekend, I managed to squeeze. Well, yesterday I managed to squeeze in 2 20-minute sprints.
Right.
And then I kind of, and then I also posted a poem, which took some time. But
right. Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, I could have gone to a park instead of just take my kid around the block over the weekend, and maybe I also fell off my yoga a bit.
Right.
I kind of fell off the whole.
Doesn't that make you I was telling Maria the other day, I was like, one of the funny things about doing like yoga or and enjoying your self-care is that it's your self-care to keep the stress away. You get so you wind up getting so attached to it because it's so good that when you don't do it, like it gives you stress. So you need like self-care to relieve the stress of not doing self-care.
Yeah, like I feel a little bit. I was like, my kid is really enjoying Beethoven's Symphony No. 5. So she'll go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
So I was just like, there's something called Baby Einstein. I think that's her.
Yes.
And so she was doing that, dun, 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 we were all dun, 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 dun. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot my yoga. It was like dun, 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 dun. I literally had that. I was like, oh no.
I love it.
We got a VR headset.
Right.
And the first thing my husband showed me, it was really scary.
Really?
So I was in the world, all submerged, and then a robot showed up, and then I just hit the floor. Like I just. But he gave me a new one. One was like, "Oh, you're gonna be this mouse," and that was frustrating. But then the one where you're like, it was active, right. So that was kind of like a workout. Like we got a wrist and ankle weight, right. So that we can work out while doing this little thing where you like playing with a. You're playing with a sword or something.
Oh, that's super cool. That is super cool. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, that's Luna's. She's gonna be talking about some of the best times when she gets older, because these times are just amazing. And that's so much fun. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So, this is a good time, and I love being able to connect in this way. It's what we do every day in accountability. I want to also do a quick refresh of the room, say hello to Simone. And again, Tanya, Auntie G. Auntie G, how you doing? I would love, no pressure. If you would like to come out, I would love to hear your voice. I would love to say hello. If not, if you're busy, all good, all good. We're about to jump into, in a few minutes, a word a day segment. And we've been going over some funny words, some uncommon words that you don't hear every day. So I got one for y'all today that is... Oh my goodness, wait a minute. Let me turn this down. Let me see how you pronounce this word. Okay, this is a word that I've never heard before. Curious if you all have either. Let me see.
Nudius tertian.
Nudius tertian.
Nudius tertian.
Nudius tertian.
Nudius tertian.
Okay, so this is an interesting word. This is an interesting word that I just found in the last 5 minutes as I went to that list that I've been using. Let me tell you what this word means. So again, nudius tertian. Oh, do you pronounce it? Nudius tertian. Okay, Nudiustertian. And it literally just means of or relating to the day before yesterday. So it literally just means 2 days ago. And it's an uncommon word. Let me see where it comes from. Uncommon word, but it's nudius tertian. And it literally means 2 days ago. So now you have another... What'd you say?
They doing too much,
right? Nudius tertian. Now what I want to know is... Right.
Oh my gosh.
But here's the thing. It says it's from the Latin nudius tertius, from the phrase nunc des tertius est. Now is the third day, coined by Nathaniel Ward, 1578 to 1652, in The Simple Cobbler of Agawam in America. So yeah, let me see. It's got another pronunciation here. Let me see.
That makes sense because like tertiary, that means like third.
Right. Tertiary. Right. You're right. Right. See, there is some rhyme to the reason, right? Tertiary, like she said, means 3 or third. Let me see if I can play this pronunciation.
Nudius tertian.
Nudius tertian.
Nudius tertian.
Okay, let me turn this down so y'all can hear that too. So I think I got it. I think I got it here. Nudius tertian.
Nudius tertian.
Nudius tertian.
Nudius tertian.
Yep, nudius tertian. And so it says you may have a friend of Armenian origin with that name, but this isn't about him or her. Nudius tertian simply refers to 2 days ago, the day before yesterday, in fact. Unfortunately, this expression has fallen into disuse, although it is far more melodious than saying the day before yesterday. So that's an interesting point. They say it's far more melodious. Of course, everything is subjective, but what do you think? Would you rather say nudius tertian, or would you rather say the day before yesterday?
I do like the translation. It is the third day since blah 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 blah.
Right.
So yeah.
Right. I dig you on that. What about you, Clarissa? Would you rather say day before yesterday, this is the third day, or nudius tertian?
Probably the day before.
Right.
I like to know different words.
Right.
I taught some of my kids the word penultimate some years ago. Second to last.
You say how do you say it again? Penultimate?
Penultimate. Penultimate is a good word.
Penultimate. Wow.
But if it was the same, like you could just say second to the last.
That's true.
Penultimate is it. No. Throw it here. I mean, but that's how I feel about nudius.
Yep. It's subjectivity.
Like it goes somewhere.
Right. It's just subjectivity. It's the realm of subjectivity. It's like, it just depends on like what speaks to you. And that's why, so Clarissa, and even like what Delia just said, it's cool and it's funny because one of the reasons why I like to do this a word a day thing is because as a musician and really as a person, period, but I definitely learned it through the psychology of music. Every time you learn something new, you blaze a new neural pathway in the brain. And so whether it's learning a new language, learning a song, having a new craft or hobby, you just keep the muscles going in the brain. So, it wars off things like Alzheimer's and dementia and some of these other things, because you're basically is exercising your brain. It's like cardio for the brain. So learning a word like nudius tertian, even if I never use it, one, I've learned something in life. nudius tertian, that is. One, I learned something in life about just a meaning of a word. Two, I've exercised my brain with saying something in a way that I've never said it before, saying something I've never said before. And three, I just get the chance to have fun. So there it is. That's the word of the day today. And this is hilarious. This is fun. Nudius tertian. Now, only thing I got to figure out is my only complexity is like deciding whether I like it or not is how do you use it in a sentence? Let's see. And I don't think, because the word is what it is, I don't think I've seen it yet. Let's see. Nudius tertian in a sentence.
If you want a prettier way to say the day before yesterday, say the day before last or the night before last.
Okay.
Tertian has nudius in it. English speakers, it's not cute. English speakers, no. But I'm sure if you're like Latin speaker, nudius tertian flows in the language. But no, it's not cute.
She said, no, it's not cute.
There's a reason.
It depends on what speaks to you, because for some people,
people have spoken.
Right.
I'm not the only one. That word ain't been spoken to me in a while. There's a reason. That word ain't cute. That's why.
Okay, look, so you might be right on the cuteness, right? But it might be because of this reason, right? I just pulled up the thing that says, how do you use nudius tertian in a sentence? And then the sentence is, I was there the day before yesterday. I was there, nudius tertian just sounds weird. That's what the person wrote as the sentence. They literally used the word in the sentence to go ahead and inject their subjective opinion, which I think was hilarious. I think it was great. I'm so glad they did that. So the sentence is, I was there the day before yesterday. I was there, nudius tertian just sounds weird. So we're going to keep going with this and have fun. Let's see what the vote stacks up to. Let's jump into let's jump into our segment with Sherry. Sherry, you there? Oh, it looks like Sherry might be busy. She might be tied up. So we'll come back to Sherry. We got Adrian coming up to the stage. We're going to say hey to Adrian. Adrian, I'm bringing you up. Good morning, Adrian. How are you?
What's up? I'm good. You?
Yes. I'm doing well. How you doing?
Good.
Welcome to Clubhouse. So is this your first time in this room?
Yes.
Yes. And where might you be from?
I'm from Slovakia,
Nice. Welcome to Clubhouse. I see you got your party hat. Everybody say good morning to Adrian. Good morning.
Adrian.
Welcome. Good morning. So welcome to the AP Morning Show. This is where we just kind of hang out, say good morning to each other. And I think you might be the first person that I've met in this app from Czechoslovakia. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yes. Have you been enjoying Clubhouse so far?
Yes.
Nice.
Sorry for my English.
Oh no, you're fine. You're totally fine. So one of the things that we do here in this room is it's called the AP Morning Show. We stand here as accountability partners. And so I started this on December, I think it was 15th. I hosted my first room here. And so the only reason why I got on Clubhouse was to get back to my morning routine. And I wanted to start getting back up at 7 a.m. like I used to. So I said, you know what? I'm going to use this app. I'm going to use it for my alarm clock so that I can be up at 7 and be moving by 7:30. And I would also do that with other people who felt the same way and who, they were getting up. What time is it where you are?
15 o'clock. 15 o'clock.
Okay. Now you gotta help me out with that, because actually, let's see. What that means is it's 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. Is it?
Yes.
Nighttime, daytime? Daytime, nighttime?
Daytime.
I got you. That's super cool. So there was someone else who came in the room. I met someone from South Africa who it was 6 p.m. around this time. I was like, wow, that's right. This is like completely different times depending where you are. So we stand in accountability. I decided to make this room about accountability to see how could I stand in accountability with other people on their personal goals and the things that they have that's important to them. So, it's a Monday morning. I'm guessing that, is it Monday there? Is it Monday 3?
Yes.
Yes. So it's Monday, getting ready for the week, getting ready for the day. So is there any personal goal that you have that you'd like to share with us that we could stand in accountability with you on today and just support you in? I guess not. For some people, that's what it is. And I get it, being put on the spot. And so...
Oh, no, he's not. I wanted to know what he thought of media tertian.
Right.
From a non-English speaker perspective,
Yeah.
To me, it sounds like, got poor connection. Am I okay?
Yeah, you're good.
To me, it sounds like, it sounds like a synonym for menage a trois.
Okay.
But if there was someone there taking like meeting minutes.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. That's so good. That's so good. Yo, that is the new meaning of nudius tertian. The person that takes, oh my God, the person that takes the minutes of the meeting, that takes the notes at a menage a trois. Yes.
A very professional lawyer. Professional. They're taking records. Everything is consistent.
Oh, that's so good.
They're the ones who come in and like they get all the papers signed about what people are consenting to or not. Keep the minutes, keep the notes.
Oh my goodness. When I tell you, you have made my whole morning with that. Because that right there, see my mind, I tell everybody, I am a I'm a total musician by day, engineer, producer, etc. But I'm a full-time fool. I'm an even more full-time fool. And so that right there just tickled my fancy. Nudius tertian, that's the person that takes the notes at the menage a trois, the one that's professional in the corner. I can see the woman with the glasses on, the UK woman with the peeking over the glasses, be like, okay. Yo, that's funny. Hey, Delia, I'm gonna tell you something. That just gave me an idea. So, when I think about certain things that pop and certain things that are unique, certain ideas just come to mind. That would be a perfect idea for like a TikTok or something like that, where you have words like that, where they it's like, I
agree.
What'd you say?
I agree. I agree. I think that I do feel strongly about words, and maybe I do need to find words that I hate and just rip them.
Yes, because I'm gonna tell you something. What you just said, I'm thinking about just a quick representation of that. Like, yo, that's hilarious. Because when you really think about it, we're gonna ask Meyer. So, have you ever heard? First of all, good morning, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Good morning. How you doing?
Doing well, fam. So the word of the day that I did this morning, I've been doing this uncommon word series, and so the word of the day is a word that's my first time hearing it, and it's it's called nudius tertian. Nudius tertian. So never heard it before. Found out that the definition means literally the day before yesterday. It means 2 days ago, or it means the third, or you're speaking forward and you're saying the third day, or like on the third day. So we're talking about whether the word is cool or not, how you feel about it.
Yo, how do you say it again? I've never heard that word.
Right, me either. So it's nudius tertian. Nudius tertian. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
I don't even know how to spell that.
Right.
Nudius tertian.
Nudius tertian. So it's it's NUDIUSTERTIAN. In fact, if I can get through it, I'm gonna actually try to put it up on IG while we're talking. But NUDIUSTERTIAN, and it's Nudius Tertian, and it comes from Latin. And yeah, it just means the day before yesterday. It's another way of saying that. So with Delia, first of all, how do you feel about that? Would you say the day before yesterday? Would you say on the third day, or would you say Nudius Tertian?
I think I would just say the other day.
The day, right?
Yeah. Day before last. That's real smooth.
Right. So that was the first part of the question, right? The second part was Delia said that what that sounds like to her is a person who, matter of fact, go ahead. You say what it was again, Delia. You say what it was.
I said it sounds like a synonym for menage a trois if someone was there to take meeting minutes during the
that'd be
you're like a sex stenographer.
That'd be the person in the corner.
Oh my God, it's even better. Say that like that's a thing.
Can you repeat that last moment?
Right, could you repeat that last moment?
Oh, that's so funny.
So when she said that, I was like, the immediate picture that came to mind for me was a person who was sitting in a corner in some like fancy chair, like I could see a woman, with like the glasses on, like with the little thing that hangs down, a little chain, and then she's like looking over the glasses and she's taking and that's the Nudius Tertian. Yo, that is hilarious. So what I told Delia was like, that'd be a dope ass concept to take words like this, and even though they mean one thing, like do little short like videos, like 30-second, videos where it's like, nah, this is what it really means. You just didn't know it means this. Because when you think about it, it should sound like it fits that much better.
It's like what people think it means and what it actually
means. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm gonna tell you a word.
I just love that you came up with a sex stenographer, like
right.
Like they're on your payroll. They are on your payroll.
Maybe they are.
I think you got one. You can't be too careful these days.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't even be surprised if like some of the major league heartthrobs that are very cautious about getting called out for doing any kind of sexually explicit stuff hire a sex stenographer. Some dude in the corner is just like,
right.
Make sure he doesn't get in trouble.
Right. Oh man, that's hilarious. That's hilarity right there. So yeah, Meyer. Well, Meyer has weighed in. Meyer would say the other day, like you said, the simplicity. I love it. And yeah, he agrees that also, a Nudius Tertian should be the person taking the minutes at a menage a trois. Like I tell you, that's a new job description right there.
I need these notes by Nudius Tertian.
Sherry.
Hey,
good morning. Look, I saw you unmute your mic. Did you did that resonate with you in some kind of way too?
I actually just jumped back in. I was sitting here having a conversation with my friend and was like, oh shoot.
Okay.
Sorry, I missed it.
Oh, it's all good.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. So so I did the word of the day today. We just did a word of the day. So the word of the day is an uncommon English word, Nudius Tertian. Nudius Tertian. And so the word literally means the day before yesterday. It's from Latin. And so we were discussing whether it's, you like saying that or saying this new word, Nudius Tertian, or on the third day. And then Delia came up with this hilarious meaning for the word, where she said that sounds like a person who's taking the minutes at a menage a trois, like they're taking the meeting.
Well, okay.
And it was like, yes,
that part, Delia.
that really does. Nudius Tertian. Hi, I'll be your Nudius Tertian for the night. Like it does sound like that.
Wow.
And then Meyer hit it with the sex stenographer.
Right, sex stenographer.
Like he hired them. Like he's a trainer for
right.
sex stenographers.
I cannot. It's way too early in the morning. Wow.
Oh man.
Okay.
So yeah, and I told her that would be.
I would have to agree with Talia.
Right. So when she said it, I was like, "Yo, that's so on point." And I was like, I could see that would actually be like a great like video series, like a 30-second like TikTok kind of video, like where you take words like that, and even though they mean one thing, you like, nah, this is what it really means. You just didn't know it, because when you listen to it, it's like, yo, that sounds way more like that than like the other day. So we were just tripping off that. Delete was like, yeah, that is a good idea. That take a whole bunch of words that I don't like and do that with. Delete 100. We're gonna keep talking about that because I'm telling you, that is hilarity right there. Yes. So good morning, Sherry. How you feeling?
I'm doing okay.
All right.
Just grabbing some breakfast before I head back home.
Yes.
What's going on?
All good.
What's happening?
We are here Monday morning, and one of the things on this experience that we do for those that don't know, haven't experienced this before, is on this segment with Sherry. I made Monday mornings where it's a recap of the town hall, the Clubhouse town hall, and basically we are your reporting news for all the things that not only happen there, but the things that you should be aware of, looking out for, thinking about, utilizing, the whole nine. And so with that, I want to share a few things. We'll keep the list short today because, in fact, I recorded it. And so I just basically listened to it. I didn't take notes this time. So the biggie for everybody here, and by all means, please ping someone in who you also think is using this platform in such a powerful way and could use some understanding of some new things that you'll be able to use to really take this thing to the next level and take your experiences to the next level. So the first thing is, now there is the ability to share a link from within the room outside of the app. There's a way now you can share a link to the room from inside the room, and I have to take a second and figure out where it is. But yeah, so now we have the ability to do that, which has been a huge thing.
To share the link. Say that again.
So basically, with the room we're in right now, we have the ability to share it, so that way people can come in, as opposed to not just pinging, like being able to actually share this to Facebook, share this to.
So I can tell you where it is.
Yeah.
So,
you hit the plus sign.
I just wasn't sure. So you hit the plus sign, and if you look in the upper right-hand corner, it says share.
Right.
So you're able to straight from there with having to ping people, and it'll give you the link. You're also able. I'll let you go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. Go ahead. You can keep going. Go ahead. You got it.
You're also able to share the room, search the room. So if you hit the three buttons in the upper right, next to the name of the room, the three little dots, you can also search the room now for people who might be in the room with you. So yeah, and the share feature actually popped up like maybe midweek.
Right.
And when you hit it, it gives you the opportunity to share it like as a text or however you choose.
Right. So yeah, in fact, I'm doing it right now as we speak. So I just grabbed the link and I hit share again. I hit like I was going to ping someone in. Instead of pinging, once you get to that page, you'll see the little share icon there, and now you can share. So if you all would like, it would be wonderful if you're able to test it out and even share the link while we're in here today. Share it on your Facebook profile. I'm sharing it to mine right now, and I just put we're live. We're live. Come join us. Oh, actually, I'm putting more than that. We're live, saying good morning. Come join us. And so, yeah, that's a biggie, because now what we're able to do is to reach out to our broader audiences without them being in Clubhouse. And if they are in Clubhouse, then, we can reach them now in other ways, whether it's sending it to them by text or sending it to your other profiles. The other thing I like about this too is that from here, if a person is not in Clubhouse, then when they get to that screen, when they click on the link, then they'll see a screen where they can actually go ahead and sign up, and you'll be able to pull them in and that kind of thing. So this is huge. I mean, I can't talk about this enough, that this share link to room from within the room feature is a huge, huge update. Huge. Sherry, this is one we've been waiting for,
Absolutely. I mean, among other things, this is one of...
Right. So one of the other things that I want to actually send as a question or as a request would be to take this little note, this little piece of paper that's over the top of our heads to the right next to the profile pic, and instead of that being community guidelines, the community guidelines are in your profile gear icon. So that's a safe place to have it. It's a nice, neat place. It's tucked away with the rest of the frequently asked questions and all the other options. So I think they should turn this piece of paper into just a blank notepad. When you click it, it just opens up, and then you can just type on there. That way, when we're in experiences like this and someone says, yeah, so I'm reading this new book, and then they don't have the time to DM, or, you maybe haven't gotten to that, you can just quickly jot it down instead of leaving the application and pulling up your notepad and having to leave the whole application. So I'm going to try to put in for that. And anybody else who agrees with me, by all means, one of the ways that we've been able to get updates here is when multiple people send them. So if you're okay with sending an email as well to support at Clubhouse, it'd be great. So yeah, Sherry, what's another one, Sherry, for you that you wish that they would go, that they would have?
I actually like the feature that you can see who's in the room with you. So that was actually my big thing, was just seeing who else was in the room.
Okay.
That was the big feature
Okay.
that I wanted, was being able to see, like, if somebody's in the room, because I hate hitting the ping sign.
Right.
And they're already, they're in your room, but you can't see them right now because maybe the room is so big.
Right. Yeah, that was a great update. And then the fact that, like you said, now that anybody can search the room to see if there's someone else in the room that you're looking for is great. Is great. One of the other things that I think would be a good addition is, and I'm gonna mute you just for a second, Sherry, because of the background noise. One other feature that I think would be really good here would be the ability to, they talked about this yesterday. Someone brought up, like, if they created a different kind of badge that wasn't a moderator badge, but it meant that a person was a part of the experience. They had a significance, or they had some role, but it wasn't like the moderator role. And so when they said that, I was like thinking to myself, I was like, yeah, that would be a great idea if they came up with something that I think should be called, like, maybe the contributor badge. So you have your moderator badge, which is green, and maybe like a contributor badge, which is like orange or something like that. And then that badge would be for people that play a role. Maybe they're a speaker, maybe there's someone who's there and they play a role, but they don't have the ability to bring other people up to the stage and do those kind of things. And that would also help with communication, because I've even thought about that, even as my cousin Caesar is a part of this experience. I told him I needed to give him a moderator badge, just so that way people don't think that, oh, he's someone who rooted in line. Like, all of a sudden I'm just chopping it up with this person, even though it's my room, but still etiquette. And so, but he doesn't need to have the privileges of bringing other people up and that kind of thing. That's not the flow. But you have to just do it that way as moderator. But yeah, like a contributor badge would be like a great addition. Sherry, what you think about that?
Hello.
Sherry, what do you think about that?
About I'm sorry, repeat the last part.
Contributor badge?
Oh, the contributor badge. I think the contributor badge, we were talking about this yesterday. I think it's a great idea. I think it would also make the room more manageable. And to also, I like the contributor badge. or a panelist badge or something like that, just so that you're clear about who's in the room and what their roles are.
Exactly. Yeah, I think this is a great thing. Great thing. So that was one of the main updates that they were talking about. So many highlights. I mean, the highlights, I could go down the list. It's wow. There were so many highlights. And so I almost got locked out of the town hall. In fact, I was in there at one point, and it when I came out for a second, I couldn't get back in because the room was at max capacity.
Yeah, I got locked out last week.
Yeah. Were there any other updates that you heard that you thought were significant, or things that they've been talking about?
Not really, because I caught the tail end of it. So the stuff that you touched on is what I heard, because I was traveling yesterday. But when I the part I did hear when I touched in was what you heard, and I was excited about that. And then they were also just kind of reiterating some of the same things that they had gone over earlier last week about the rooms and the different countries and things like that. So I didn't hear anything that stood out for me or that was new.
Definitely. One of the things that they continue to talk about that I think is so good and so significant is that they are focused on, number one, performance, and continue keeping the servers up and keeping everything running so that we can have this. The calendar is about to change and go deep as far as granularity in a way that's about to make us all happy. The ability to hide rooms and move in different ways, and that, without curating our experience, is about to happen. Clubs, they're going to make it where clubs are a part of just setting the setup process, similar to like if you were on Facebook, you can set up your personal profile and then you can just freely create a group. That'll be that way. And so it's going to get more granular, and they're just excited. Oh, the Android thing is happening now. They just hired, that was the other big news. They just hired their first Android developer, and she's starting this week. Yes. And okay, so I'm super excited about that. But Sherry, I know that you feel a bit differently. I know that you feel a bit differently.
Who has? No, I mean, the reality is it's gonna happen. It's okay. I joke about it. I'm like, I don't want the Android people to get in here just because it's already crowded. Like, it has to happen. The app has to evolve, and our Android friends, they deserve goodness too.
So let me ask you a question. If you were at the top and you would develop this, you were that and making the decisions, do you think that you would just say, nope, I'm just keeping it to iPhone, and the only way you get a chance to enjoy this experience is you just gotta pay Apple?
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I mean, that's unrealistic, honestly, even as an app developer.
Well, I mean, it is, but it's not really. It just depends on what your goal is. But the reason why I asked that is because, I know on one hand why, like you said, more people pouring in, that could mean some not so good things. But I was wondering, if you would just keep it iPhone, and just keep it like this, or, would you allow it?
No, I really wouldn't. I mean, like I said, I mean, from a social media standpoint, like if you want to develop a social media platform and you want it to grow, I probably wouldn't be in a rush to add the Android people. I feel like they may be rushing it because there's so many other things that have to be worked out.
Okay, gotcha.
But from a development standpoint, it might make sense because I'm not a coder. I don't develop apps.
Right.
But it may make sense to go ahead and add the Android too, so that you can also see what other kinks, what other problems you'd be facing, because they may have hit the majority of the ones in iOS. So it may be time for them to add Android. But being in the app right now, my personal opinion is that there's some things that they need to smooth out before they add it. Right. So we'll see. And maybe that is the case. Maybe they're just working on Android now and they're not going to introduce it until like smooth out some other stuff. There's still so much we don't know.
Right. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. So love it, love it, love it. So
sorry for the kids behind me.
Oh, okay, no problem. So our Black History fact of the day. Would you like to share that? Would you like me to read it, or you got it?
Yeah, I got it. So today we're looking at Maria P. Williams, and if you head over to my Instagram account, you can see her. She's a social activist who turned filmmaker and lived in Kansas City, Missouri, and she is credited with producing, distributing, and acting in her own film in 1923, and the film was called The Flames of Wrath. So that was absolutely unheard of. There's another woman who actually was credited with producing a film around the same time, but Miss Williams is unique because she not only produced it and distributed, but she acted in her own film.
Wow. She not only produced and filmed, but she acted in it as well. And that's rare even today. Like
right. So before Shonda Rhimes, before we had Shonda Land and Ava DuVernay and all of that good stuff, all the goodness of women in film, there was Miss Maria.
Wow. Amazing. Great. And again, you can check out Sherry's first Instagram post in order to see this and to see also the other Black History facts that she's shared. So appreciate that, Sherry.
Yeah, I think this is one of a few pictures that exist of her. There aren't very many pictures that exist of this woman. So
yes.
Yeah, I was happy to find this one.
Love it, love it. Cool. So with your travels this week, Beating with Sherry, are you doing Beating with Sherry? Is it if so, what can we expect? What time?
So Beating with Sherry is actually going to become the best of, and it'll be 11:30 today, and it'll be some throwbacks from last year from I Am Sherry Goodall, the podcast, where there's some great interviews that I was able to do, and you'll be able to watch the videos with me. So it'll be more of a watch party this week while I'm on vacation.
Love it. What time and where?
11:30 Eastern Standard Time on Facebook and YouTube, and you can listen in on Clubhouse.
Perfect. 100%. So everybody, definitely join Sherry for Beating with Sherry, stringing together the gems of life one bead at a time. Everybody, let's open up our microphones and let's affirm Sherry on an amazing day today on purpose. Have a great one. Yes.
Have an amazing day, Sherry. Have an amazing day.
Yes. AP Morning Show. Everybody, we're here enjoying another day together, another Monday. If you'd like to come up to the stage, by all means, give a wave. And if not, you'd like to hang out and just enjoy, you can do that too. Ping another person or friend to come through. And all my peeps on FB, Live, and YT, thanks for hanging out. Kanice, I'm telling you, if you're still there, Maui, I'm going to find a way. Jump in your luggage bag. I'm telling you, that's amazing. You had a great time, and now it's taking you to move to Maui. Milton, always good, brother, to hang out. Always good. Thank you, Lisa Shackelford, for hanging out, and everybody else. We're going to keep this thing going. So everybody, let's open up our microphones. Also want to say hello to Linus. I see you drop back in. Thanks for hanging out. Edify Coco. Good brother Meyer. Everybody, let's open up our microphones and say a huge good morning to Sanahata, Ama, Chandra. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Yes. Great morning.
That was almost like Marcellus' good morning, but his is good morning. I'm going to see if I can get him to come in just to say that. Good morning. Okay, bro. How you feeling this morning?
Easy.
Wow, that's Is it easy like Sunday morning? Easy like
it is. It's easy like easy. And I don't know what all it's gonna be, but Sunday morning is definitely in the mix. Definitely.
Right. I love it. I love it. Easy like Sunday morning. Oh my goodness. Yeah. You know, I think about, you remember the tune Sadie? Sweet Sadie? I don't know. That song always gave me that. Maybe it was because of the early one Sunday morning, breakfast on the table line. But that always made me, that song and Easy Like Sunday Morning, like those two songs just always gave me that that vibe.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. It's real interesting, like the people who we sometimes don't think about are tracks. Right. But that's definitely a dope fatherhood Black man time period.
Right.
Like if you wanted to evoke energy in your life, like, and that's what, you know, I'm like on that. So that's been in my mind. So it's interesting with soundtracking it now, because that's what it feels like.
Wow. Feels easy like Sunday morning.
Oh God, yeah.
Like I'm just saying, yo. I mean, how could you be mad after hearing that? Like da 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 da. You're like, okay. And you know what? That's crazy. I never thought about that. That's the Disney lick. That's the lick. Yeah. Da 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 da. I remember the first time you sung that lick on was it Creator Has a Master Plan?
Oh my gosh. You know, I have to pull that one out in a minute. Oh shoot. We should do a live on Clubhouse singing that.
Yeah, that would be dope as hell. That would be so dope. In fact, I'm about to find that while we're sitting in here. I'm playing in the background. Yeah, so that yeah, so that's what he sung. He literally sung the Disney lick. Maybe that's why I feel so good. Easy like Sunday morning. Oh man.
That's it. You cracked the code.
Yo, that's amazing. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So he's carrying Sunday morning into Monday morning, and it feels like Sunday morning. Oh goodness. How's your morning been going so far?
In your room, most likely, man. So far, real. I'm soundtracking a whole new vibe. Real talk. Like I'm getting the download is really like being written into me.
Right.
So it's a really easy kind of experience. It just came back from my mama. You know, that was good. You know, touch bases on some stuff with my brother. Yeah. You know, who would think that we'd be talking about making our hometown pop? I'm like, okay, well, let's do this. Let's do something special. And you know, I'm country, so you know what we talk about. We down in it. Like this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. This is what it be.
I feel that already. Already.
And like, so we're talking, and that was dope. That's this weekend.
Oh, that's so dope.
So I'm coming from there. You know, I'm getting ready to leave my job. Well, you know, I got a few last weeks. But what's coming through is so rich. Oh my God.
Right.
Oh my God. And it's getting richer. It's getting easier. It's getting easier. And there are people who are already feeling the spirit, who are caught. They're ready. I'm like, yo, I'm about to give you what I'm giving you. Let's go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna. We're gonna fill up with premium gas, y'all.
Right. Fill up on that 93. Let's go.
Let's go. You know, Monty said, you know, you got a 29, you got a vehicle like this, put in the good.
Right.
It's all the same.
Activation mode, activation on another level. Oh man. Yo, I love this though. I love this because that's exactly what we're doing. It's knowing your premium. Knowing your premium.
Yes, you got to value self-valuation was really important to me, and I hadn't really thought about it in a powerful way.
Right.
But now that I'm learning what it means to value myself.
Right. Oh my goodness.
And it's like, and it's been a good ongoing process, right? Of seeing with better eyes, accepting with greater heart. How do I expand love? And part of what's helped me expand love now are the opportunities that are coming forward.
Right.
So it's turning these stories into my juice.
Wow.
And so I'm excited. Like, I don't know what all's gonna be popping, but y'all know I like to move with the moon.
Right.
I want people to know that they can be excited about me, like they get excited about I'm doing something in the air. Is that Alma?
Yes. Yes. Let me tell you something. You know, I think I mentioned this the other day, and it was from our good friend LT. LT is saying, "Be it until you can see it." And I would even add to that, be it so you can see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's beautiful, because the beautiful thing about self-love is that if we want ourselves, or we want each other to learn what that is, the best way to teach is to just be it, just to live it. You know what I mean?
Yes. And part of that has been my grown women play.
Right.
You know, grown women play, grown women have fun, waking up my hips, doing silly stuff, but doing stuff that, like, I both my inner 16-year-old, and that chick was pretty fly. I didn't know.
Right.
I brought back my 16-year-old, and like I got a chance to wear. She's in the audience. I want to shout her out. I got a chance to wear Etta Fly's shirt.
Nice.
And it was such a great. It fit well. Like, I had it on. You know, I poppy lipstick. I felt real cute in my hometown. I felt real cute in my hometown. It felt really great.
Yo, let me tell you something. And thank you, Edify, for being who you are and doing what you do to even create those kind of things for us to see ourselves and to have so much joy from. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I could feel that. All through and through. Oh my goodness. It's a great process though, you know, and this kind of unfolding, you know, I'm just so excited. I'm so excited.
Oh, so man, I saw it. You got it. And then I got to sing that night.
Yeah. Tell me about that. Yeah, because I was bummed that I missed it. Please tell me about that.
Yeah, well, you know, first of all, these bowls and this crystal healing and this sound healing, I am a believer because I am it.
Right.
And so I'm looking forward to sharing more with sound healing and following what happens when we connect with our natural rhythms, right?
Right.
This is my movement. And to be on that night because of the bowls, because of my life with you, right? I live music with you.
Right.
And so when I consider what I was able to do with following this musician I never met.
Right.
You know, and just being able to fall in and just play. And I could tell when he wanted to stretch it out.
Right.
I could tell when he wanted to lean in. I was like, oh, you like this. Right, and it was so pretty.
Right.
I wish I recorded it, honestly.
Right. You know, I was thinking about that.
I'm learning that, you know, Clubhouse is teaching us you gotta be in the moment, y'all.
That's it. Right? That's it. Right.
You gotta be in. And so we did it, and I got a lot of stuff I got some real positive feedback, but mostly I felt good, and my 16-year-old felt good, and that chick should feel good because she was a dope chick, and she's still with me. Like, you know, she's the one that's gonna keep it real with me. Like, Auntie, no, Ma, no. Right. Do it this. Oh, that look good on you. Yes. That's how I feel.
I'm telling you, that is amazing. That is amazing. What was the name of that event again? Like, well, give me the context again of what event that was that you were in on Clubhouse.
Yeah. Well, it's all awesome. And you know what ultimately can I tell you? Let me tell you now. It comes back to Erin Hill's show. Pam I Am invited some people to perform for her show.
Yeah.
And so she and I became connected from that time.
Yeah.
So she happened to, her son was auditioning for this Black History Month program, Celebration and Talent Showcase.
Right.
And so she pinged me into the room, and I went, and I wasn't even going to rehearse. You know, I was just there. And I sat, and I was like, you know what, why not?
Right.
And so I did, and I was selected. So it was this Black History Month Celebration and Talent Showcase put on by the OG Room. It was really well attended, and we got a chance to, they put on a whole, like, it wasn't just a show, it was an experience. Like, you journey through Black History Month and trivia and song, spoken word and comedy. Like, they put on a show.
Right.
And it was great to be a part. So that was on Saturday night.
Wow. Super cool. Super cool. And I definitely can imagine how that felt, you know, just being in that moment, you know, when you just said what you said about Clubhouse being it forcing us to be in the moment. Like it's one of the deepest things that I talk about with this app, and why am so excited about it, because I tell everybody, I wrote it in this little manifesto. In fact, I'll go ahead and read it here. This will be a nice little cherry on top, I think, right here. So I wrote this the other day. I said the Clubhouse app, this is on my my Instagram page. If you all want to see it, it's the third post. It's the black and white with me on it. All right. So I said the Clubhouse app is the answer to all of humanity's problems. And yes, I said all. Now, before I go further, what I mean by that is not so much the app itself. It's the portal. It's the app is the portal. We're the answer. And I think that this app gives us the ability to be the answer. So the Clubhouse app is the answer to all of humanity's problems. Yep, I said all. Every day I understand more and more why I feel so deeply that Clubhouse app is the answer to every problem we've had as a humanity. It teaches us how to be a better humanity, work together, have conversations, and check our egos at the door. You have to, if you're even going to use the app, or if you agree to listen in or be a part of any conversation, you have to listen to the opinions both in alignment with yours and not. Allow others to speak. Be mindful of others. Be patient. Be your real authentic self. Treat others with respect. Help people versus just selling to them. Be accountable to others. Be empathetic. Be honest. Say thank you and please and exhibit decent manners. And even disagree amicably. And the list goes on. And the literal development of the app, its process and is a process of the creators learning how to better do that. All those things I just said, and how to help us to be a better humanity. We've never thought about how to be harmonious on this level. This is the future. Now, with that last statement, it's not that we've never thought about how to be harmonious on this level. I'm just appreciative of what this invention, how it puts us at the doorstep of that in a very unique way. Because again, you got to be your real self, and you have to get over every last person that uses this app in order to use it and stay on it and be effective. And not even be effective, just to participate. You have to step up a level from wherever you are. Like, I'll give you all example. Earlier, the kid here, I think it was Alex. Now, I was a little bit suspicious just because, you just never know. And so some people can be trolls or what have you. And some people just go places, start trouble. And then some people just, whatever. We're all in different places. No judgment. But at the same time, whether it was him and maybe whether that was the reason why he popped out because I was engaging in conversation, maybe it was a bit too much, or maybe he came to play some prank and it didn't get through. I didn't let him go. Whatever the case may be, I've been in other situations where that's been the case, and people have to exit the environment. They have to, or the people all like here, we have the ability to all hold down that profile and block that person or report them immediately. So it means that people have to check themselves on another level. And it doesn't mean people not out here wilding and doing things negative. But I noticed that when you have the overwhelming majority in a room where you can feel that everybody agrees on some negativity that's happening, it makes you check yourself up a little bit more, and it makes you be yourself a little bit more. So that's my thought. Sorry to go on so far with that, but it really does echo what you said. Thank you. And when you said that, it just really brought it up for me. So I wanted to share that with you and everyone here.
I definitely agree. Like, what comes through mostly is what you said about opportunity.
Right.
It's about the opportunity and not the application.
Right.
So there's so much that happens when we begin to walk in the fullness of our own life.
Right.
And that's what I'm really going to be here to talk about and share as much as possible. I've come to understand that we all doing it. Like, right. No one is not. There's no one outside the game. Like, we
right.
can't get out of the game.
Right.
Like,
right.
So, you can win. Anyway,
right.
I will just say that I appreciate your take because it was right on point and I was all the way in. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. No problem. And I thank you for exactly what you share, and what's happening in your experience. Because I tell you, out of all the different platforms we use and all the, all of them have been unique in their own way. And I'm grateful for the good that this is bringing out of us, And so, we are definitely high-fiving on that. And so I thank you for that. Everybody, let's open up our microphones and let's affirm Sanahata Amachandra on an amazing day today. Absolutely on purpose. And I got one more thing I want to tell you too. Everybody, let's open up our microphones and say affirm and have a good morning. Oh, my phone is freezing. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? If you can, open up your mics.
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, got it. Okay. I was like, the little circle froze. Yes. So have a great morning. Everybody, let's affirm Sanahata on an amazing day today. Have a great one.
Have an amazing day. Thank you.
Yes.
Be well, everybody.
You too. It's one more thing I want to tell you too. Check this out, right? So I don't know if you were here earlier, but so 5M is getting ready to turn into the 5M experience, which is going to be an app that I create. And basically, I figured out in the last 2 days, everything. I'm like the way that I'm living my life, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to in every area, all the platforms and all the ways. But I was needing one more piece to the puzzle, and I just figured it out. And that is for all my experiences to be at the literal fingertip in the form of an app, so that it's that instead of going into another social media platform and then diving into my world from there. And so for everybody here, that app, I really believe that this is about to be my greatest contribution to humanity, like my personal greatest contribution to humanity. And I know those are some big words, but I don't say that lightly. And that's with already creating something like Fruition Music that's had a global impact. I mean, that's a legacy that at this point, like, even without me paying attention to it much anymore, just continues to be legacy for me. But what happened to me the other day when I was sitting here in meditation and I was doing what I do as far as pulling things together, and I was, laying out I was getting the flow of my site better, and I was linking up my music page and everything, making it more succinct. It hit me. I was like, what I'm missing is that I need an app, actually, so that app is 5M. It is music as soon as you touch it. All of this music that I share with you all, it is that. Not going to YouTube and searching and trying to remember a title and finding it. It's touching a button, music. It is movement. and all the things that I do every day for my own movement and in movement and stretching and yoga and all these things that people are like, oh my gosh, tell me more. It's there. It's meditation, the meditative music that you all hear, as well as the guided meditation and the thoughts, these things. It is mindfulness, all the things we talk about with self-care, all the messages that I have. It's not that it's not fine over on medium.com. It's that you got to download Medium and then find me there, and it's too much to remember. Yep. And it is in the form of mantra, where as soon as you touch this particular button, you touch this app and you enter in, the first thing that you hear is that you don't have to be qualified in order to share your experience. I love you. You are the one.
That's great.
Thank you, Amma. And I couldn't wait to share that with you, and I couldn't wait to share that with everyone, because I figured it out, and I figured it out to the point where single-handedly, in the midst of everything else that I have going on that's important, street serenades and business consultation and all these other things, and fruition music and piano artistry, it ties it all together. The number one thing y'all will hear me be speaking out of my mouth from now on is everything that I share and that I talk about. And when you ask for more, it's literally going to be just that one phrase, the 5M experience. Just download the app, and then everything else clicks from there. My calendar will be there. You won't have to ask me, where do I find your events? You won't have to ask me, where do I find your music? Where do I find this and that?
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. It's like a Swiss Army knife.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Like, if you put it in your pocket and anything you need to know, it's in there.
Yes. And I had to figure out that, and I knew what I needed. I was like, oh, I know what it is. I needed to be able to be where this is right next to your Facebook app. So that way, instead of going to Facebook and then getting lost in the sauce and then enjoying a video here or there by me or quote here or there, it's next to it where you just enter that room and enter that portal, that environment. And then from there, I'm even going to have a social media page. So when people say, well, what's your social? I won't have to say, remember this on this platform and then go here and go there. It's just like, download the app. There's a page where you just touch on Facebook, you touch on Instagram, you touch on YouTube, you touch on these things, one place. Anyway, I can go on and on, but yeah, I wanted to give that to you because I see this for everybody as well. That's the other reason why I want to say it. Everybody has their own unique experience. And so I'm going to start from the ground, figure out the basics. I've started to even get in there on a way that I can start building it, and I don't need to know code. And then eventually I can at least get the groundwork done. So from there, it can move. And then I'll, from there, further develop, blah, blah, blah. It'll, whew. So that's what I wanted to pour. Need to pour that.
That's so good. That's so good. And it's so something because it's making me, it's so exciting to hear you talking, because I want to shout out LT real quick. I'm pretty sure it was when I was in the room with her and Ken the other day, and Karen. They had me get the book launch.
Mm-hmm.
And I have been consuming that on my trip down south to see my folks and that.
Wow.
And I tell you, there's so much in it of what I already had them already ready for. So match that, like matching that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you gotta match your frequency. And
that's it.
It's calling for certain things. When you match it, you have resources. What they say is like it's really in the people. So if you listen and you receive, you can, and I'm about it. So I'm celebrating you so much, because I can imagine what I now know about this, which I know you probably all this stuff you already know, and if not, look, that book is priceless. That book is priceless. But I got that from straight being here and going to LT room with Ken. So,
I love it. I love it. Yes. Whew. So everybody, I'm excited about that. And again, I want to refresh the room. I want to say hello to Alicia, Jermaine, Mawusi, Linus, Coco, Meyer. Coco, did you have something you wanted to share? I see your mic open. Good morning to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I didn't. I didn't know my mic was open.
Oh, it's all
good.
Everybody. Hey, Coco. It's all good. This is a wonderful, wonderful moment. And again, you all are going to be hearing more about that. Just remember that the 5M experience by Aaron Hill. And I've been already living my entire life through my brand. In fact, Felicia, and on Friday, she asked the question. Felicia said, Aaron, can you please explain to us how you do that and how you do it so authentically. Wherever I see you, it's that. And so as I shared, what was the foundation of that with her, it just came to the point where I was like, this is what I'm trying to help everybody to do. No matter what you do, I'm trying to help you to be the fullest and deepest version of yourself in your own brand, in your own content. And that will achieve the life of your dreams, personally and business-wise and otherwise. And so I've been doing that. And I've been doing it on all the various platforms. I've had the branches. I just needed the tree. And now I figured out the tree. It's the portal. That portal is from a home screen, the 5M experience by Aaron Hill. And then everything else flows from there. So I'm not just saying that for myself. I'm saying that because we all need to create our own portals. It's the next level of how you take your brand to the next level, creating your own portal. When people are in other environments with social media, even when they love your content, they still get lost in the sauce because other people are pulling at their attention too. So if you have a whole experience to bring people, you need a more intimate experience. It used to just be websites. The thing about the app that's better is it gives you the exploration of a website, but it's more interactive. It's coming at you. It's not just a place to go find information because that's just static. This app will jump out at you. As soon as you touch it, you'll hear my music playing. I'll start speaking to you and saying good morning or good afternoon or whatever the video that just starts playing. And then from there, you can meditate if you want. You can listen to the music if you want. You can, see an affirmation. You can, blah, blah, blah. You get it. So anyway, on that tip, would it be LT? Let's say good morning to LT, everyone. And LT, I hope you're there. LT, I hope you're there. LT, LT, every teacher had a teacher who inspired them to be a teacher. Come on, teacher.
I love that so much. I saw it the other day, and it just really did something for me.
And that's so dope. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's my spiritual teacher. She transitioned on Friday night.
Right. Right.
Ooh, what a process. What a process.
Yeah.
What a process.
It definitely has been one. I was thinking about that the other day when you when I saw your message, relation. I was like, oh, definitely holding you in my heart deeply because I know what that means to have, someone that close and who's contributed to your journey as much. That was my mentor as well in 2004, so I definitely relate, definitely empathize, definitely feel.
Yeah, she taught me the science of mind. She taught me, she introduced me to Ernest Holmes. She introduced me to Prosperity Plus. She introduced me to God being you,
right.
me.
Right.
And knowing who I be internally and minding my business.
Right.
I remember my first question to her was, hey, I was wondering how, God was going to do. She was like, it ain't in your business. I said, it ain't none of my business. She said, no, that's God's business, not your business. So mind your business and let God mind his business. And you just, I was like, oh, okay.
You're like, you don't have to say no more.
Yeah. He was known around the world by a lot of thought-provoking leaders like Michael Bedwick. Let me see, just so many people. And so she had one daughter amongst many other children spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
I got a chance to talk to her, which is like, she's my little sister. And so when I went to Charlotte, I spent some time with her. And man, just to hear her talk, man, her daughter is a giant. Like her mom had at a young age, well, at an old age, she had it when she was 41.
Okay.
What the,
right.
But they traveled the world together. They went to Africa. They went to Egypt. They went to go look at everything that they wanted to do, they did. And so at 75, her mom was modeling in the mall. Like Rev was modeling on the walkway at like 70 something. So like before COVID, she would have still been modeling.
Wow.
Like, this was her on her birthday. And Chaz was telling me, like, my mom was like, why did she get that dress? And then she took my mom out to the park and she took this photo shoot of my mom.
Wow.
So they did everything together, man. I mean, when I say everything, they went ministry together. When ministry closed,
it was just very interesting. And so I was so concerned about my little sister. Mm-hmm. And when I talked to her, she said, listen, she said, my mom taught me this one phrase. She said, our body is just like a shoe. And when there's nothing in that shoe, you got to just get rid of it. I said, what? She said, yeah. She said, so when I looked at her and she was suffering, she said, that's just a shoe. And she said, there's so much I know my mom is going to do for me from the other side. If she did all this on this side, right, what would she do for me on the other side? Right. So go on, mom, to your next journey. And I know that she said to me, I know that I've been on this journey with my mom on different lifespans. Like, this is not the first time I met her. Right. I said, what the heck? I said, you know what? I'm crying. She said, I knew you would have talked me out of it. That's why I didn't say. And while I'm riding back from Vegas, she was like, I'm at the hospital. And I said, okay. She said, you want to talk to Rev? I said, yeah. So I'm talking to Rev and I'm saying, Rev, you know, she said, she can hear you. I said, come on, Rev, get up now. We need some more teaching. Right. A great party for her mom at the hospital because she had already decided that she was going to release her. But she didn't know. And she got off the phone with me really quick. And I'm like, all right. And then she told me the next day, she said, I knew that you probably would have been like, no, sis, just, you know, let spirit do it. Right. I said, you know, we love your mom. Where you wanted to go? We want some more teaching. So yeah. You know, I tell you, one of the things that I hear echoing so deeply with what you're saying is like this place of, you know, beautiful acceptance, you know, in so many ways. I mean, you have like the acceptance of like knowing, first of all, acceptance of our attachments to each other. Like, you know what I mean? Acceptance of knowing what it means to love each other as deeply as we do. And honestly, real love, you can't help but avoid, you know, those level of attachments because that's what makes love so deep. You know, the fact that we love people and we cherish them. So we cherish them when they're here with us, you know, when we can reach out and touch them or when we can hear from them, you know. That's exactly why I don't miss moments. Right. Whenever, you know, I was explaining that to someone, like, you know, moments are very important to me. I don't miss the moment to sit and be with someone. I don't miss the moment to, you know, hear their voice. Like those moments, I don't ever want to for that person to go, anybody to go that I love and say, oh man, I should have answered that call. Right. Oh man, I started to, you know, stop by. Right. But you know, I have a question though. Do anybody just sit and cry just because the water just needs to flow and your brain needs to just refresh? I definitely feel like that I do that. You know, I don't do it as much, but I do when I feel it come up, I don't try to stop it, you know. Okay. I allow it to flow. Do you have to have a reason to cry? Well, I think that's one of those questions, like a nebulous question. So what I mean by it is like, I think you either just do or you don't. Like it either just hits you or not. And then the reason is just whatever it is. Like, you know, I think that you can force yourself to cry or allow, you know, when you think about certain things. I know one of the things that makes me cry is this. It does it all the time. Like it can happen right now when I talk. When I start thinking about things that are really dear to, like earlier today, there was a moment of connection with the brother Shaq where he came back and he was talking about how an idea that he felt here, it exploded. Like it exploded for him. It was fireworks. And I got choked up even while we were talking because it was just so happy, you know, for me. But then there are other times when I'm just thinking about like something like that a person who's dear to me won't be there one day. And it just makes me feel that way. I think that the reasons vary, but I think flushing is good though. Flushing is good. And that's what it sounds like you're talking about. Like just allowing yourself to cry, to flush. Well, I was just, you know, kind of thinking about our tears. It was our very first language. Yeah. Before we had words. Yeah, the baby cry. Never had to question why we cried. Like we never had to make up a reason for the tears. Like, you know, and, you know, we just, that was our language, you know, and I oftentimes think that is the unspoken language that only the divine can understand. And you don't have to make up anything. You can just sit there and be in your tears. And I want to get to the point that I'm cleansing. Yeah. Without anything happening, but just cleansing, because that's my language. That's written. And that's one thing that I love about church, in a sense, and music. That music can allow that floodgate to open. Yeah. And church music does it, right? You be in church. Yeah. They play a tune. Well, you know, because you played for the church.
Yeah, I was just about to say that's where I learned it, right? That's
like the music is so important, and sometimes we just need to, especially. And I knew I needed to cry, right? Yeah. And because my grandmother, it was her 1 year anniversary. I need to still just release, because you know, being the only girl, her only granddaughter. I did a lot of work during that time. Yeah. Like there was a lot of doctor stuff that I needed to talk through. So I lost both of my grandparents less than 30 days last year. Right. And I didn't really grieve. Like, right. I was there because I had to put things together. Yeah. And so the other day it came up, and I said, wow. So this is a tear. And then every time I would listen to a message of Rev, some more tears just came out. I'm sitting there talking to Jackie, and I just thought about it. And some more came out. Yeah. And so it kept coming up, and I said, you know what? It's okay to be in this state.
Yes. That's acceptance. Let me tell you this, LT. I apologize for cutting you off, but like I am like exploding, and then I'm gonna open it up and let some other people too chime in on this. Here's what it brings up for me. So you asked the question, do we need to have a reason, right? And when I thought about it immediately, I had to take a second, because I'm like, because I thought it was like a bit of a conundrum statement. Here's why. It's always a reason, but we don't have to have an excuse as far as crying or not crying. There's always a reason. Here's what I said. Think about the song. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. The thing is, you just explained two reasons or two things that came about. One was happiness. Like most of the time, I cry just purely out of happiness. Like that's the reason. Like I'm in the moment, and I'm a big crybaby. So I could be sitting here talking to you right now, and I just think about how much I care for you. Then I get choked up while I'm talking to you. The reason in that case is I'm just happy. And then there's the other times, like you mentioned, where you have something happen. You have a short span and don't have the ability to grieve for whatever reason, for whatever the reason may be. And then you might have tears in that way. And then, like you said, which is why I hit on acceptance first, what you're basically describing is that you accept all the reasons why we cry. You accept that it's happy. You accept that when we're sad, when we're in between, when we think about a loved one, when we're not, when we're just looking at the star, when we're just closing our eyes, like you accept all and that's what I think it really boils down to. Yeah. And I think, and that's why I can connect with it, because in that, then you just allow yourself to flow, and then there's no judgment on the reason why you're crying. By all means, what do you feel about that, LT? And for anybody else who wants to chime in as well.
I wanted to jump in.
Yeah.
So I had a few thoughts. Like as a teacher who has been inspired and continues to be inspired by my teachers. Yeah. It is actually really filling to hear how her daughter honored your relationship. Like it's something that I hope for myself as my teachers age. But like one of my closest teachers, I was in the 7th grade when I had her, and her daughter was 4. So me and her daughter have a relationship because she's 25 now. Me and her daughter have a good relationship, and it is something that I think about, like, when she's transitioning, will her daughter think of me to make sure that I'm a part of that process? So I'm really grateful on your behalf that you had that moment and that her daughter made sure that you did. Also, I have a playlist that I listen to called Good Morning. I named it after Ivy song Good Morning.
Nice.
Morning stuff, like mourning, like when somebody dies.
Right.
And it's a list of all the songs that just make me cry.
Right.
And I listen to it when I have that feeling that you're describing, like I just need to cry.
Right.
But
because we've been taught to not cry for whatever reasons. I have to do stuff that will trigger that response. So I know that there are songs that I can hear that take me back to the emotional state that I connect to those lyrics, or they remind me of someone or something that when I think about it, it always makes me cry. But I definitely commiserate with that feeling of sometimes my body just needs to release, even if my mind is not ready to give permission for it.
Right.
But I heard a quote once that said, music is the only thing that enters a man's spirit without his permission. So I hear those songs, and even when my mind is saying, Clarissa, hold it together, the music speaks to my spirit, and then I get to cry.
Right.
Oh my God. Clarissa.
That was powerful.
You said music does what?
Music is the only thing that enters into a man's spirit without his permission.
I like that.
I love that.
Mm-hmm. That's why I always say one of my original quotes is, your mind is like a tape recorder on repeat. So you got to be very careful of the things that you allow in the loop.
Clarissa, how did you come up with the playlist? Is it something... how did you come up with that playlist?
I originally started it after a really bad breakup.
Okay.
I was very broken during that time. Not only did I lose my partner, I lost my best friends at the same time. And so dealing with the loss of a romantic partner and not having a platonic friend to just be with, I really just spent a lot of time in my head. And at the time, I was coming off of working in the cafeteria on campus at Michigan State, and they play a lot of just random music from the radio. And that song "Break Even" by The Script was really popular around that time. It's like just one part says, "What am I supposed to do when the best part of me was always you? And what am I supposed to say when I'm all choked up and you're okay? I'm falling to pieces." And like those lyrics, like they were soul stirring to me at the time, because that's how it felt. Like my life is in shambles, and you're having the best part of your life that you've experienced.
Yeah.
And so like I was heartbroken, but also it was really weird. Like you're living the love that I always feel like you deserved. So it was just a really weird time. So I heard that song, but also again the song "Good Morning" by N.D.R.E. I actually listened to that song, and it ministered to me when I was younger after another breakup.
Yeah, that's.
And so I just started putting different songs together. If I would hear stuff, and it felt like these are the lyrics that I'm not articulate enough to come up with because of my emotional state.
Yeah, they speak for you.
To the playlist.
I love that. Let me, one of the things I want to mention here, thank you so much for sharing that, Clarissa. And this is a great moment of serendipity and intention. So you mentioned that you call this good morning. And like you said, morning is spelled Mourning. And it's interesting because Coco has a concept that's called Morning in Beautiful Places. And when I first heard it, I was like, wow, that was an amazing idea and concept. And I really understood how it was around this topic that we're talking about, caring on ourselves, showing our self-compassion and helping ourselves through, with these different tools that allow us to emote, and that kind of thing. So I thank you for sharing that. And Coco, first of all, good morning to you. How you doing? Everybody's...
Good morning. I slept out of the room and I was like, who is talking about this beautiful tears experience? And you guys are having my favorite conversation. I love to cry baby thug all day, every day. Like I cry over everything. I cry when I see my grandkids playing with toys and my daughter was over and she goes, Mom, you're crying again. I cry on birthdays. I cry when I'm happy. I cry when I'm crying for for no reason. I cry for all the reasons. I mean, you look up crying in the dictionary. There's my picture. Your picture crying. I celebrate crying. I think it's so good. And I get worried when I don't cry, like, when talking about loss and all of that. I haven't been crying so much about Jordan. I'm like, what's wrong with me? I haven't cried. Okay, let me cry right now. But who was talking about the good morning?
It was Clarissa. Clarissa was talking about she was talking about this good morning playlist that she put together, which is basically it is the thing that takes her into that place when she needs to go and emote. Yeah. Oh, let me mute SLT.
Well, maybe we need to have a room, Clarissa, about good morning. I was actually going to call my coaching program Good Grief, but it's kind of taken. So I'm doing Grieving with Grace, and chatting with someone else about great grief, and being great in the grief. Yeah. So it's a beautiful topic, and thank you, LT, for bringing it up. That's like I said, I'm a crybaby thug. I'm out here all day.
That's one of those things. It's like when you can be a person that allows, like you accept, it's this acceptance, it's this allowing, it's this ability to accept oneself on a level, and then to just allow yourself to feel how you feel. My mom, I knew I was a crybaby because when I was younger, my mom would say things like, every now and then, she wouldn't do this a lot, but I used to hate when she would say this. If I did something and she wanted me to know the long-term impact, and she was, maybe I was having a moment of taking it for granted, she would say like, all right, well, one day, like, I'm not going to be here, and you won't be able to, and I used to always cry at the thought of that, or I could look outside and see, a sunrise and it just make me cry. Or, when I play, I get so emotional when I play, so yeah, I'm right along with you. I'm a crybaby too.
Yeah,
like you gotta don't leave that off. You gotta be a
crybaby thug. Look, I'm okay with just being a crybaby. I'm like, you know what? Even my thug is a crybaby, so we just all crybabies together.
No, the impact is what I'm saying. The straight thuggery.
Right.
It's powerful. It's not.
Right. Got to hit it with that exclamation point.
It does take bravery to cry. I was called a crybaby and melodramatic when I was a child, and a lot of the times, and all that. And my daughter, a funny story, if I can just say definitely. This last thing. She, my youngest daughter, I heard this really sad music coming from the bathroom. I opened the door, knock on the door open, and she's in the mirror crying, and she goes, "Mom, I knew I needed to cry. I'm not sure what I needed to cry about. So I came into the bathroom and I put on sad music so I can make it happen." Wow. She was really little when she did it.
Wow.
I thought that, and I kind of just slowly closed the door. All right, continue on. Good luck with that.
Yes.
And then my granddaughter Maya, she's the same way. And she just comes to me sometimes. She's upset and she's not crying, but she goes, "Grandma, I'm crying," and she actually just says it like it's in her emotion, right? Like instead of just saying I'm sad, she goes, "I'm crying." I said, "You're crying?" "Yeah."
Oh, that's so adorable! Oh my goodness.
So yeah, we're Luna's too, and we validate her feelings.
Right.
Like, Luna, you're frustrated. You're sad.
Right.
And you get down on the floor with her, and when you do that, you make eye contact. At some point, she'll go, "Okay, I'll turn to you for comfort. Then I'll, instead of have this tantrum, I'm gonna go come get a hug or whatever." Right. It's like so nice.
Yeah.
But for me, I used to watch this show called The Fosters. I would cry at the intro.
Love that show.
Oh wow.
The little fabric of life vibe of the intro just always took me there. So I just watched it and cried, smiling, like, so beautiful. They're a family and they sell cereal and stuff.
Yeah, crying at theme music like Golden Girls.
Right.
Just every, if I hear a theme song, what's that song that used to come on after the Bill Cosby show or before the Bill Cosby show?
What, Different World?
Shoot. No, there was one with this couple and I'm sorry, never mind.
Okay.
I cry over everything. So I'm a cry when JD wins the pageant.
Right. I have to chime in on the cry conversation.
Yes.
I cry about everything. My mom and my stepdad took pictures this weekend for Valentine's Day, and I saw them. I just started bawling. I'm like, oh my God, you guys are so happy. Y'all look so beautiful. Like, just no apparent reason.
Right.
Like, and I saw them. We were on FaceTime like the day before. Like, but I cry about everything. I gotta get y'all.
And that's why, like, it's funny even how she said that, like, for no apparent reason, right? And it's like, yo, that's the beauty of this whole thing, because it's like amazing moments are fucking amazing. Like LT said, which is, I live in that same place. Because I think about life in the way that I do, it makes me take every single moment and live in it, cherish it, squeeze the juice out of it, squeeze the life out of it, like literally and figuratively. And so when you do that, you just find that you have more moments where you're just happy about little things. And that's really how it should be. When I think about a quality of life, I don't think about riches and gold. I think about what's meaningful to us individually. And that may be that. It also may be smiles. It also may be having your family around, having a tribe, having someone to support you, being there with someone. It's all kinds of things. But I tell you, like the song says, I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. And that's the thing. I think a lot of times when we're happy and when we're smiling, when we're crying, we're singing. Our hearts are singing because we're happy. Right?
I was going to say, LT, I think another thing that will be important for this moment you're in is to ask yourself who or what taught you that it was inappropriate to cry. Like, it was a significant moment for me because, especially now that I'm back to playing the drums, like, I remember the moment that I stopped crying because my auntie told me to. She's like the organist at my church, he was like banging on the organ trying to help me keep the time, and it was just so embarrassing. Yeah. And just one day I just broke down, and my family is like, "Oh, it's okay, you're doing your best, blah blah blah." But my aunt was like, "You don't let people see you cry. You keep a straight face." And even with all the support from everybody else, what I internalized was, "Don't let people see you cry." And I just held that for a really long time until I couldn't anymore. Right. But acknowledging that I actually heard somebody who cared about me and who loves me say that this was the wrong thing to do, it changed how I operated for 20 years. Right. So I think that's worth exploring. Like, if you feel like you need to cry and you also don't feel permitted, ask yourself, who told me that I'm not permitted to do this? Right.
Wow.
Thank you.
100%.
Yes. Thank you, Carissa. Hey, Coco.
Yes,
hey, Georgia. Hey, Fire. Hey. Okay. So I have no problem with crying. But I've come from a lot of folks who were emotionless. Right. That they taught us that in their ignorance. Right. So and it was a whole bunch of them. They beat you and then they tell you, you better not cry.
Right. What? Right. Yep.
You fall, they say, get up. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You better not cry. Yep. What?
Right.
They say something really hurtful and say, what's that look on your face? You better change your face.
Right.
What? Where does that come? And so there's a line of them who
let me
be okay to do that.
Let me tell you something. I'm sorry to cut you off, LT, but I got to tell you this. While you were saying that, right, my ears are very sensitive to context, right? It was so interesting because something happened while you were saying that. every statement that you said, it makes no sense in these times when we're free and when we have these things. But I heard those same statements and I saw slaves running across a field. And I was like, this is, and I've known this for a while, but it's just another realization of it. You know, when you deal with things like post-traumatic slave syndrome, you know, when you think about where we come from, it's like, man, you could really see the seed of this. Because at some point, somebody falling down and somebody saying, don't cry, get up, keep it moving, was because it would end in somebody being hung that night or being killed or shot because they were running from someone. But as you come forward in time, that's what I love about where we are now and what we're doing even here and every day in our own lives. We're teaching each other how to get out of that mindset now because we're not in those same survivalist conditions, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so it was something that, you know, I appreciate that, Aaron. It was something that was said, and I hear it from time to time. But as a mom,
right,
as someone who knows when to be empathic and when not to be,
right,
because I used to be very empathic, where I would feel everything, and so I had to reset it, right, because I don't like feeling everything, right, like that. But I just know it's my first language.
Right.
So if I watch Undercover Boss, which is
right,
one of my favorite shows to get me in this kind of a thing, right, or I'm just listening to some music, yeah, I just go, yeah, this is good. Right. This is good. So, you know, I'm thankful that my tears hold no shame.
Right.
Because I used to, you know, with my children, I didn't want them to see me sad.
Right.
And so I would go in a room, and now I just do it right in front of them. Like, right. It has it's not attached to any judgment. And even with them, I had to get on different coaches. When my baby boy would cry, and he say, "Man up," and I said, "Who man up?" I said, "He's not a man. He's a young boy, and he's gonna cry."
And like, even the term "man up" is fucked up because it insinuates that to be a man means, again, not to cry, and that's yes. You know what I mean. That's what we're working against there. That part.
Yeah, your tears are your first language. Yes. It's the language that speaks, that doesn't need any comprehension, doesn't need any use, doesn't need to be explained. It just is. You know, at one time when I was a little girl, I used to cry when I was happy.
Right.
Right? I would cry when I was sad. Like, the emotions were so confusing to people. Right now, to this day, if I get on the phone with my brother, we will cry.
Right.
Laughing.
Yep, cry laughing.
Literally.
Yep.
Cry laughing. Like, he is one of the funniest persons on this planet.
Right.
We cry when we see each other. We cry when I leave New Jersey.
Right.
Yeah, like, we just, it's all of that stuff, which is magical.
Yeah.
You know, I want my tears to be just like my laughter. Right. I want them to be free to do that at any time. If you surprise me with something, trust and believe I'm going to go.
Right.
In one of those moments. So thank you, Carissa, for that question, though.
Yeah, that was a great question. And this is a great topic, you know, great topic. Because again, one of the things about emotional intelligence is self-awareness and knowing where to put self-regulation, you know, then that's the thing. It's just that in some of the earlier survivalist times where we developed a lot of these kind of traits, you know, the bar was that the self-regulation went all the way to the point of, like, literally, don't cry, toughen up, keep it moving. But, you know, that doesn't...
I used to cry in the shower. It feels really good.
Right.
It's refreshing to have that water on your head.
Right.
And just being in there. Like, there's so much magic that happens in the shower, y'all. Not to change the conversation, but
what kind of magic?
Shower.
I need to know.
Listen, the shower is such a beautiful place to just be in. It's where we all, you know, I put a picture up not too long ago of me in the shower, right?
folks had a problem with it. My church folks deleted me. Nobody talked to me on the older people, right? It was only a silhouette.
All right.
And somebody was like, wait a minute, who took that picture? Me, fool. It was me in my bathroom. But I was talking about how we stand when we're in the shower, and that's our most vulnerable. We're naked, unashamed, unapologetic, and we get to cry. We get to cry. We get to have our deepest thoughts being, on display, and you can't even hide from the nakedness. So right. Yeah, I like my shower.
Yeah. I tell you, I definitely feel you on that. In fact, think about like just the therapy, get your thoughts out. Oh man, that's my sanctuary at times. Real talk. And what better place when you already got it, when it's just streaming down, it's already pouring. So you just let yourself pour as well, It's such a beautiful thing.
Hey, Ron, what's funny is that my children are hilarious. They said, Mom, are you still wearing those dresses every day? When you went to Vegas, I said I had on a dress. It's been beautiful, man. This experience itself has been beautiful to the point that I feel great.
Yeah.
I feel great. How was your Valentine's Day, Ron? I didn't ask you.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
What did you do?
Well, I was at peace most of the day. I wound up going out to one of my favorite places, which is called Georgia Grace, where they have the most amazing sweet potato fries known to mankind, humankind, all kind. So one of the places that I go on Sundays it's a place here called Ellicott City. And I spend my Sundays out there because I do my street serenades out there. That's where I play the piano, one of the main places I play. And so, but when I'm not doing that, I still hang out there because it's like the neighborhood looks like one of those neighborhoods you would see in like a train exhibit, like one of those toy train exhibits. And so, so I went out there and I got a chance to be there. And yeah, it was great. It was great. So my Valentine's was savory. Awesome. What about you all? What'd you all do? Anybody else?
I cooked. I cooked a variety of stuff that they always want macaroni and cheese, so I cooked some macaroni and cheese as usual.
Nice.
And I got dressed and got pretty. And then one of my brother's best friend did a virtual concert for Valentine's Day, releasing some of his new songs.
Oh, nice.
And then I danced to them, which is in my post. And I sent it to him because I wanted him to know that the music was fire. And I got surprise texts, from different male energies that said, hey, I just wanted to tell you happy V-Day. I wasn't expecting them.
Right.
But I did that. And then my baby son has a girlfriend. He's 15, but he has a girlfriend.
Okay.
And she brought me flowers. She brought me flowers.
Nice.
I didn't get high yesterday, though. I thought about it, though. I thought about, maybe you should eat one of those cookies. No, I just got pretty and did my hair early in the morning. I did yoga. And
well, honestly, you might have said you didn't get high, but honestly, everything you just said sounded like a super high to me. That was like a life high. You were riding on the cloud of love all day.
Yeah. And I was checking my emotions. I was observing to see if I was one of those who be like, oh, you didn't send me no Valentine's Day.
Right.
You didn't send this, that, and the other, right? So I've been paying attention to
your inner critic.
Yeah, my energy, what it's telling me.
Yeah. And
if I'm being a little petty.
All right. Yep, Petty Le Pew will come out in a minute, won't you?
Petty Le Pew come out in a minute. But you know what? It was all good. I fell asleep. I watched what was that show? 90 Days After Marriage or something like that. 90 Day Fiance.
Right.
So I watched that and fell asleep and woke back up and watched more. So pretty much just chilled, man. Sundays on my chill day.
I love it.
Oh, I bought myself some perfume.
The very perfumes I love. I just found
nice.
a new perfume. Yes. So yeah, I love Daisy by Marc Jacobs, so I got me one of those, and I got me some Jimmy Choo.
Oh man. So I'm gonna tell you, you just demonstrated how to love on yourself, 101 by LT. I love it.
Wait for people to buy me the things that I love.
Yeah.
I do it myself, and no shade to them, but I'm a gift giver.
Yeah.
And I just chill, man. I didn't even go outside. I was dressed pretty and didn't go nowhere. I'm about to get dressed pretty again and not go nowhere. How about that?
Let me tell you, I'm looking at, so I saw your video. In fact, yeah, if y'all haven't seen it, LT's first video, IG. I ain't gonna say no more. I just leave it at that. I just leave it right there. That
I want to dance more. I want to learn how to step.
Right.
Like really step. Like step.
Right.
Yeah, that's my thing. Somebody said I got this old Mary J. Blige.
Yo. Well, you say you're trying to learn how to step in the name of love, and I'll be honest. Well, thank you for giving the tutorial while you learn, because that's exactly what the hell you doing in this damn video.
Yeah, enjoy. I want to learn how to step.
Right.
I want to teach myself, because you can do anything on YouTube anyway. So
right.
That's going to be my next thing is to step in the name of love. How about that? I
love it. There it is. And look, and that's the beautiful part about it, because boom, it has, you got a ring. It's got a ring to it. And that's what you're doing. That's what, and that's the thing we're celebrating here every day. Every last one of us is stepping in the name of love. Every last one of us stepping, and we're doing it in different ways. And so with that, I just want to say again, thanks to all my peeps from the front to the back. It's been another great morning, y'all. Another great morning. Want to say good morning to Sherry Thompson. Hello, Sherry. It's always good to see you. And it was so good to hang out with you the other day. Chop it up. And of course, to JD, Coco, Maya, Clarissa, Sanahara, Amber Delia, LT. We're here in accountability together. One more day, family. So I appreciate you all. It's been great hanging out. We're about to go forward and have amazing days today on purpose, and just continue to take this love, these vibes, all the things that we share and learn, and move them forward. Now, I have one request, and that is that you at least to one person at some point say to them, let me see if I can get this right again. Say to them that you did something damn, I fucked it up. What was it? Nudist-territion. I got to go back to the pronunciation of this word again. But yeah, whatever the word of the day today, which, like Delia said, sounded like a person in a menage a trois taking the meeting notes. Oh my gosh.
I just realized why my mind went there. Because, okay, my short story,
right.
I'm working on now, has a sex scene.
Ah.
Actually, a sex stenographer.
Stenographer day. Here you go. I got it. I got it for you. Here it is. I found it. I found the pronunciation. Here we go. It's Nudist-territion. Yeah. Nudist-territion. Nudist-territion. Yeah.
Nudist-territion. That's in my LinkedIn profile.
So for those that weren't here earlier, just to give you quick context, that was the word of the day today. I always like to find uncommon words. And so today was Nudist-territion, which actually is a Latin word that means 2 days ago, day before yesterday, or like Maya said the other day, or you could say the third day of, if you're talking about the present. It's Nudist-territion, Nudiustertion. We were cracking up about that, just talking about it. And Delia said, that sounds like a job title that you give to somebody who's taking the notes at a menage a trois. This is a Nudist-territion. And we laughed about it. It's been the ongoing, one of the ongoing underlying jokes here. So yeah, at least say this word to one person between now and next week. But I hope that y'all have a great day today. I also want to say good morning to the good brother Eric. And again to Sherry, JD, Coco, Maya, Sanahata, Delia, LT. I love y'all. Once again, family, great mornings. And I hope y'all all have a great day today. Let's open up our microphones. And one last time, let's affirm each other on amazing days today. Yes. Hope y'all have a
day,
great
everybody.
Love y'all.
Love y'all.
Yes. Peace. Oh, man. That was so cute. Oh my goodness. Peace to the fam. Brother Eric, good morning, brother. Good to see you, fam.
What up?
Yes, sir. No doubt, man. It's good to see you, brother. And hello to Whitney as well. Thank y'all so much for coming through.
How you been, Eric?
I've been good. Working.
I see. Happy V-Day. The day after.
Thank you. No, actually, it was like the 9th. It was like a week ago tomorrow, but I celebrate the whole week.
Oh, you talking about his B-Day, his birthday. She said happy V-Day, I think.
Oh, anyway.
Your birthday passed, Eric? And I didn't say happy birthday?
Yeah, it was on the 9th.
What? We missed that? Did I miss that? I didn't miss that. Did I miss that? No.
I missed it, Coco.
No, we didn't. I didn't miss it. I said it.
You can't even remember that you said it. That's even worse.
I wrote a whole post about it, and I didn't remember that.
Well, guess what? I got something special for you. Every 9th of every month, I'm going to be in your inbox saying happy birthday until next year. How about that?
That's a birthday.
You know what? I believe you. Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Just been hitting it a lot lately and announcing some new stuff on Wednesday on Facebook Live. I think y'all might have saw that post. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll be there.
All the work is culminating. Yeah, everything's coming together.
Nice.
Believe it.
Love it, bro.
That's great. We've been missing you, but I know you're in there trying to take over the world. So, where's that thing you say, AA, Ron?
Pinky in the brain, devising the plan to take over the world.
Yeah, but I've devised the plan to take over their organization so I can take over the world. I don't want to be in theirs.
Right.
I want to take over theirs. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Got to blaze your own path. Got to blaze your own path, brother. That's the same thing. I appreciate that. Yeah, man.
Go ahead, bro.
No doubt. That's one of the things that as long as Coco and I have been chopping it up about, what she's doing, I'm like, you are not the same as your field. Like, you have a different kind of perspective, different passion. You just got to blaze your own path and benefit your field, because you ain't going to find it in somebody else's formula. Not those of us that, like you would say, Coco or purple squirrels. We got to accept that and go on and just blaze our own.
The biggest thing out of all of it, man, is that even when you have your organization, the people who work for you are not necessarily going to be all the way down with what you're doing.
Exactly.
They have something, so that's just the way it works. So when you look at it from that standpoint, it's like every decision they make about you is a business decision. So you got to do the same thing with the people you work for.
That's it.
They try to pump loyalty into us, but you know what's up with that. It's like if the numbers ain't right, then you ain't right. So it's kind of rough. Mm-hmm. That's one thing I battle with too, because I'm a loyalty guy even for people who work for me. But then you got to introduce the numbers, whatever.
Yeah.
I just need to make billions of dollars, and then I won't have to never worry about that.
Yeah. Definitely understand that, bro. Well.
Anyway, I know you got to go, bro. This we ain't having no after party. I know you go to.
Oh, that's all good, bro. I just wanted to say good morning to you and see what's up. Exactly what we just did, man. So it's all good, bro.
I miss all y'all. For real.
Yes, sir.
We miss you. We miss you. Yeah. We know that you're doing your thing. So we give you permission to go on and be great. As long as you just don't leave us.
No, I'll bring y'all with me.
Yeah, don't forget the little people. Don't forget the little people.
That's like y'all don't want me, too. We in this together.
Right.
Absolutely.
All right.
So please make sure that you tag. Please make sure that you ping me or friend me on Facebook so that I can be in the room tomorrow, right? Because that'll be 3 o'clock.
It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
Tuesday?
It's Tuesday. I mean, Wednesday. See how I'm scattered. Anyway.
Yeah, Tuesday. And I hope you're going to do it on Clubhouse as well. I hope that you're going,
you know that also explain. I got to do it now that you said it. Yes, I will.
You have to do it on both platforms. You got 3 iPhones over there? Well, we need to get you an iPad and iPhone.
Well, I'll tell you.
I do have an iPad, but yeah, go ahead.
One thing that, and this is just kind of FYI for everybody for what it's worth as well. You know, one of the things that I do is I use, like right now we're on Clubhouse, but I also use StreamYard because you can broadcast to Facebook, YouTube. You can broadcast to up to 8 other platforms at one time. And yeah, so that's one thing, you know, that really helps. But I always tell people, if you are doing something here, if you're on another platform online, you want to turn down the volume for that, so that way it doesn't feed into it. But yeah, definitely this is the way.
I see that being the class. How about that?
For sure. Well, that's called gems. I have a concept called giving everyone my science, and I've been doing it as a simple. Thanks, man. I've been doing it for a while in a couple ways. Number one, I got over 100 podcast episodes of those, and then I also turned it into a live event right before COVID hit, where it was a symposium, the Gem Symposium. And so I'm now going to be bringing it to Clubhouse. I've been doing it on other platforms as well. So, but yep, it is all this. What's that?
I thought that it was just me, but as soon as something downloads into your spirit, you just move right on it.
There you go. There you go. That's
you know what?
Yeah.
Something that they say in the science of mind about, you know, capturing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when a thought comes, you just capture it, right?
That's it.
And just like it's on a fish hook, so you capture it and then you do something with it. You do that very well. You get the thought, you go, bam. I'm going in.
That's Thank you, LT.
Yeah, it seems like your thinking part, your feeling part, your doing part of your brain are always in sync. And you don't have anything holding you back. Whereas I keep the fish. I don't even want to put the fish on my book. I'm like, oh, look at the fish. That's a beautiful fish. That's a lovely fish. Oh, look at that. I would love to have that fish in my fish. Now.
She said, I would have loved that. Right. That's the right. No, I definitely appreciate that. And I'm gonna tell you, it's funny because what you just said is, and that's a place where I connect with you, Coco, is that dreamer, right? It's that imaginative and that dreamer. And it's but to even sum it up, what I realized, and thank you so much, you know, I really appreciate your all words. What I realized it is like a combination of, number one, having the upbringing where when I had ideas, they weren't stifled. Like my mom supported my ideas. And the thing was, she was strict, but not when it came to me and self-expression, you know, whether it was asking to do something or whether she would put me into different things to find my self-expression. So what it means is at that and reinforcement of that through her words and that kind of thing, it meant where anytime I have an idea, my first inclination is to accept that idea and to at least give it a chance or opportunity, you know. And then
damn, you just blamed a whole lot of shit because if you didn't have it in your childhood, you had the exact opposite. No wonder you don't.
Right.
Wow. I'm
right.
I'll get off my phone, AA Ron. You're supposed to be off this room.
Right.
You trying to start a whole nother? You are a trouble starter. You are a thought starter.
Thank you. Look, let me tell you this, and I won't keep y'all long because I definitely appreciate it, but I gotta, you know, the more that I learn this, the more that it shows me not only who I am, but also how to help other people who may not have had that in their childhoods, or may not have been afforded that. Because I do realize that that's the thing that doesn't allow me to second guess my ideas, even if I do them, and that then opens up to another way of doing things, like where that doesn't work, but it shows me what works. And the only way you can know what works is to do something. I don't have that held up process because of that. The second thing too is that I don't have the self-judgment when things go whatever way they go, because again, that same kind of upbringing and being able to appreciate and trust my intention. This is why it's so interesting, because it was the only thing in my life that could have interfered with that, but it didn't long because it's the reason why my life changed, was actually the religion that I grew up with, and all the way to the time I was about 29 before it then transitioned for me into, a different way, a different lens of looking through life. That was literally the only thing that could have blocked that. And it didn't, though, because the underlying was this. It was the trusting myself. It was the not second guessing myself, not looking at my ideas as trash or me as a flawed human being who only means negative and evil. And he's not like, I didn't have that, even though I kind of grew up around that, but it didn't go deep for me because my mother's seeds were deeper, so just being able to go fast and immediately when I feel something, try it out, give it a shot. I'd rather fail than to regret never trying. And then no matter how it turns out, not judging myself and jumping back on it and continue with that cycle. That's really what it is. And so I'm honored that in your words. And I'm also honored to continue to go deeper at being that even more, even in the places where that may not be for me, or a place where I keep pulling back the layers, so that ultimately, like we said earlier, that the best way that I can be an example to help others is to be that example. And then from there, just love on people and show them that side of themselves too. So I appreciate and I love you all, and I really take that to heart. Thank you so much.
That's a great way to end the show. See what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That was meant. That was supposed to be said.
That's it.
But that's how you do a show. That's how you do it. And that's how you do the show. Where that come from, Aaron? Where that come from?
What that's how you do. Let me see. Was that Living Color? No. Okay, you got me on that. Where's that?
That's Bad Boys. That's when he said, "Now that's how you shoot them."
Right. Right. Oh man, I appreciate you all so much, and thank you, because again, I see you as mirror images of that. And here's the thing about me: I think the best thing that my mom gave me, and it was the reason why it sparked this question. I'll tell y'all what it sparked in my religious questionings. It was like, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me Billy is doomed to hell already? But Billy is he's just Jewish. He's not bad. Or my friend Kyle, he's just Indian. He's not like, whether it was that or whether it was just looking at different people and being able to empathize and not judge, that was the greatest gift my mother was able to give me, was expanding my horizons through exposure and education. So that way I wouldn't judge people, because I've seen too many people. I've been exposed to too many different things to judge. So what it allows me to be is an empath. So when I say that you all are mirrors, that's literally no matter where you are on your journey. I see me in you. I see you in me. And it's what allows me not to judge and allows me to celebrate you. And I always will do that. So thanks so much for giving me those flowers and allowing me to give you mine as well. And also want to say good morning to Asim. Asim, thanks so much for hanging out, brother. It's always good to see you. And so everybody, I love you. And can't wait to see you all again tomorrow. Y'all have an amazing day today on purpose. Peace, family.
You as well. Peace.
Peace. Thank you, LT. Thank you, Sanahara. Thank you, Coco, Carisha. Oh.